It's feces, urine over everything. I have to take a shirt. I found a little rough piece, a little sharp piece of metal, so I could like cut it. So I ripped it into like a couple of different pieces. So I had the piece that like I used to like wipe my like body with the sink water. And then I had a piece that I used to like clean myself. And that's just what I had for like first like few days.
Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, the son, Mr. Boogie the All, here with another episode of Funky Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, I really do promise to give good content for the masses, but most of all, I just promise to keep it funky. The moment that we've all been waiting for. So many questions, so many misunderstandings, so many different, depictions and vantage points of this particular individual that I can relate to as well. And I'm excited for this one. This individual needs no introduction, but I'm going to give the introduction anyway. 10-time WNBA All-Star, second all-time in blocks, still active playing, by the way. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, holds the record for the most dunks in the WNBA. Didn't know that was a statistic, but it only makes sense. An activist, an author, spouse, parent, Olympian. One of Time Magazine's most influential people on the planet. I present to some and introduce to others. Big BG, Brittney Griner. What's going on?
Appreciate you. Thank you. Ooh, that was nice. I like that intro.
Trying to get the flow right, you know what I'm saying? They done changed my seating. I ain't used to all this razzle dazzle. But they say when you bring the big dogs in, you gotta step the right way. Matter of fact, you can't even step, you gotta stomp.
Just stomp it out. Stomp it out.
Speaking of stomp, I was about to say, dang! What is that? Like
17 minutes.
Ah!
What you wear? Hold on.
I'm a 14.
Oh, I can't even steal your shoes.
Foot to foot.
Yeah, I got a little bit on you. Just a little bit. A little extra toe.
I like this. I like where we at. I like where we're gonna go. And I think off camera I had the conversation with you to I really want this to be an inclusive conversation. I think there's so much that we can relate to with being misunderstood that I want to remove all doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just start off with, you're originally from Houston.
Yes.
H-Town.
Born and raised.
Right? How was that growing up in the city of Houston for you?
I mean, it was pretty easy at first. I wasn't into sports really at first. I was an active kid, but I was climbing trees, riding bikes, skating, all that. But I wasn't into basketball just yet. Grew up with my parents, and they did their best to make sure I was on the straight path. But it was cool. It got hectic once I got to high school, and that dunk video came out. That's when life kind of started changing.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was, give me the circa. Like what year was this?
So I graduated high school 2009.
Okay.
So run it back for.
This was like YouTube-ish?
Yeah, YouTube. Definitely YouTube. Yeah, we didn't have all the social media. I had a little bit. Facebook was popping right then, but YouTube was the one. If you made it on YouTube or you got a video up there, you was hitting.
And then it was views. Viral was not even 500 views was yo, we're viral.
Front page of the Houston Chronicle on the newspaper. That's how I knew I was doing something when I made that newspaper. That's what let me know, okay, I'm doing something right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your family dynamic? I think there's certain figures in life, right, that you know about them, but you really don't know about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's and we're gonna talk about, the things that we may know you for, but at the same time, it's parent situation, do you have siblings? Yeah. Were they active? Who got you into basketball? Just take me through the whole spiel.
So grew up in the house. It was me and my sister in the house. My brother and my older sister, they were older, out the house already. Me, my mom, my sister, and my dad. My dad worked. He was law enforcement, Marines, Vietnam, 68, 69. Went into law enforcement basically his whole life. So very stern, very much on time, very much structured with him. Mom had the hardest job. She was at-home mom. So she took care of me and my sister, cooked, cleaned, did everything. Like, I didn't have indoor chores, like, at all. Like, mom took care of all that. My chores were outside with pops. That's where I think my character comes from a lot. My dad, I grew up watching him, wanted to be like him. I planned on going to the military, honestly, and then going into law enforcement.
Wow.
Like, all the way up until high school, like, that was my plan. Like, I planned on graduating, enlisting, honestly. So I grew up watching him, wanting to be like him, giving my mom hell. Like, I put her through a lot. She
had to earn a check.
She did. I mean, jumping off the house and, falling out of trees.
Well, it wasn't that
and
far of a jump for you, but.
I mean, it was pretty tall now.
It was far.
When that wind leave your lungs, you feel it.
Say that. I could do it.
Grew up, my sister, she was not into sports. She was into telephone and boys. And I was not at all. I more so leaned towards my brother. He was, mechanic, cars, motorcycles, tattoos. And that's where my love of all that kind of came from.
Wow.
Following behind his little footsteps.
That's crazy, because it's like, when you see, okay, what caught your attention, and me having children, I see that in real time. It's like, bro, I got a lot of boys and a lot of girls, and each one is extremely different than the other one. One likes eggs, the other one doesn't. One likes salad dressing, the other one doesn't. One likes cheese, the other one is allergic. And you have these different mannerisms and these different characteristics that it's like, okay, how can you come out of the same ovaries, raised by the same parents, grow up in the same household, but be completely different?
That's me and my sister. Me and the middle sister, we are completely different.
So how many siblings in total do you have?
It's 4 of us.
4 of us,
So
okay.
it's 4 of us. I'm the baby out of everybody.
Okay.
And outgrew everyone. Like, I'm bigger than everybody.
So who did you get the 17 and the height from?
When we traced it back, I got one cousin, Slim Thug. So that's my cousin.
No way.
Yeah, that's my cousin. So that's where
Slim
I see.
Thugger.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. So on my mom's side of the family, but that's the only person I know that's like super tall. Like, no one else. Mom's not that tall. Dad's 6 foot. So he relatively, kind of tall.
But he ain't 6'7".
He ain't tall. Yeah, I outgrew him. I was 9th grade. I passed him. I passed mom in like 7th grade. Yeah, so they were looking up to me, honestly.
What was happening through that time of your life, like, where it's like, yo, I look different. I am different. And what's like the changes around me are different, right?
It was very different. I wasn't a cool kid kind of growing up, honestly. Like, I had friends and stuff, but like, I was definitely different. I didn't look like all the girls running around here. I wasn't running around chasing boys. I was honestly getting into fight with boys, competitive. We had punt, pass, and kick. So I loved it. We playing with the football. I could out throw at the time, punting at the time. Like, I was doing pretty good. So like, I would get into like little arguments like, oh, you can't punt, further than me and all that type of stuff. That's what I was into. Now, my sis, like I was saying, Barbie dolls, telephone, hair done, and I'm running around in shorts and no shoes.
Just
living my best
outside.
life. Me and my dog, me and my Rottweiler, running around outside, can't find us, don't want to go in the house.
Now, through that whole transition, it's like, okay, when did you find approval from yourself internally, like, okay, I'm different and I'm going to embrace it? Or did you ever have that experience?
There was times where I tried to like fit in, but I was like, this isn't for me because I don't like it. And honestly, like, screw what they think or what they want. Like, I was cool with being by myself at times. Like, I was cool doing my own thing. Like, I was getting picked on, you know, voice a little bit different. I mean, I had girls walking up to me talking about just touching my whole chest, like, look, like she don't have a chest, like she a boy and all this stuff. Like I was going through that. Like I went through some really tough times. Parents had no idea. I'm internalizing all this. Like I would write, I would journal, and then I would burn it in the backyard because I didn't want nobody to see it, because I didn't want to talk about it with them, because I didn't know how they was gonna react. So I just kind of took it all on myself. Like I was just like, one day this ain't gonna be the case. Kind of was like what I would tell myself. And went through some little dark times, self-harm a little bit. When I was a kid, parents had no idea. They didn't find out about it until I wrote my first book, honestly. That's when my moms and dad found out about all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm gonna be obedient to this emotion that I have right now, because I think what I owe a service to is not just my own interest, it's also speaking of the interest that the viewer may have. Mm-hmm. And there are parents that are out there that do not know what their children are actually going through, emotionally, physically. You have hormones that are going through your body that are like, what is this? Puberty hits, and it's like, what's going on with me? Like growth spurts and just, different emotions. It's like, how would you have counseled on? It's kind of like a double question, because it's like, from your side, what could you have done different? But also from the parent side, you being a parent now, congratulations.
Thank you.
How would you have wanted your parents to kind of find out this type of information for you?
I will say this, my mom, I feel like there was times where she kind of saw something, but like she just didn't dive into it, more. And I would say, if you see something, speak on it, like talk to them. Like, because if my parents would have came to me and been like, okay, we see what's going on, talk with us. Like, just talk to me. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm here for you. Because I always knew they were here for me. Dad always there for me, supporting me no matter what. Mom as well. But if they would have came to me and I think said that, I probably would have opened up a little bit more, because I ended up finding an adult, a teacher that I felt comfortable with. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Mr. King, because when I say, I would just go to school and just go to his classroom and just kind of like pour out everything. And he would just talk to me, be there. He wouldn't really give me a lot of advice, but like just him hearing it, me getting it out, it's not just stuck in my head. That helped me out the most. So just being aware, because there were signs. I was acting out. Like, I wasn't trying to just be a bad kid or defiant. But, when I'm getting picked on, now my emotions all over the place. I didn't know where to put them in the right way. Wasn't in the sports yet. So I'm acting out in school. I'm trying to be class clown because that's funny. Yeah. Like, the kids, they not picking on me now. They laughing with me. I got them laughing. So I'm like, okay, well, let me hold on to that, because I feel good. Yeah. So like I would, anytime I could, make a joke, kind of disrupting class, making funnies and stuff. That's what I would do. And that kind of like, they looking at me like, why are you acting up in school? Like, we didn't raise you to do this. Mm-hmm. But I was just I was searching for some just normalcy.
I guess it's reciprocated energy, right? Where you were such a visual outcast that you did not want emotional outcast. Like, oh, man, that's weird. Like, look at it. What is this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I think help me as a parent, because I do have children that are different, right? And I have biological children that I take care as if they are mine, because they are. And I have children that I have taken on in my life as if they are biological and they are mine, right? And you can't tell them that they're not mine, or vice versa. So it's one of those situations that I see certain things happen. I'm around children. I give back a lot of my time to not just investing in kids financially, but investing in them with my time, effort, and energy. And
Which means the most.
For sure.
Like,
Yes. But what could you say, right, for an adult that sees glaring, obvious behavior where it's like something, it's a deeper rooted, issue that's going on right now? How would you counsel the adult to handle any specific situation?
One, talking to them in his time and place too. Like in front of somebody, in front of other adults, maybe in front of your spouse or whoever you're talking to. Sometimes it's good to just one-on-one that, like just take them to the side. I know with my nephew, I did this a lot. Like I would use we would be out and about and I would see something and I would use a scenario to kind of like teach a lesson and kind of let them know I'm there, but not putting him in the scenario, using scenario with him, but other people. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, okay, we're not talking about myself, so I can talk on it and I can share how I feel. I think just being tactical about it will definitely help, but just sometimes we just overthink it. Literally just having a conversation, just having that moment, I promise you, they will probably end up opening up, because I know I would have, and some of my friends that I've talked to that went through similar things with me, we were like, we just needed somebody to come talk to us.
Yeah.
Literally just come talk to us, let us know that they there. And it might take a couple of times of doing that.
Yeah. I will be the first to tell, it takes two to tango. So
it does.
So much about communication is so easy, but yet it's sometimes the hardest thing to do. The children that's in my household, my partner, my family members, even though they're so close to me, there's times where it's just like, we're complete strangers. And I'm not speaking to one specific individual. I'm talking about like I said, family members, children, and it's communication is essential. It's like you go so long with not tapping in that you feel that you're too far gone. You know what I'm saying? Do we even bring this up? Whatever. But I would advise anybody, to your point, to have conversations, tough conversations and comfortable conversations, uncomfortable conversations, to make the whole situation better. I want to kind of talk about when you did find yourself, especially early on. I'm still in high school, right? How did you go about it through that lens, right? And feeling comfortable with being the BG that we know today?
I always enjoy being bigger and taller, honestly. Just the fact that, I'm different than somebody else, because I think, if we all look the same, it's going to be real boring around here. It's going to be real boring. So I always loved being different. It was just fully embracing it. But high school, talking with my teacher, he just made me feel comfortable. It wasn't no expectations, wasn't no letdown, because he a teacher. He wasn't I didn't want to let down my dad. I didn't want to show weakness either, because I kind of 34, so, I was always with my dad and that, being hard, being tough, not breaking, not showing no emotions. I was like, well, I don't want to show too many emotions. I don't want to do too much. With him, I didn't want to let him down. So like I said, talking with my teacher, it was just better for me to work out things. And I think once I started playing ball, because high school was basketball. Yeah. Once I got in the ball and I saw that being different was a good thing, I think that's when I really started selling, started walking taller, being different. I didn't mind. I walked in the room, I wanted to be different. I wanted people to look. I wanted people to stare. I was like, yeah, I'm different, and meet me on this court and I'm gonna show you how different we are.
Hit that subscribe button. Back to the show.
Ball changed everything for me. My confidence came into me way more.
Now, for all the confusion, just tell me, what was the best thing and the worst thing about your childhood?
Having both my parents there with me, honestly. They played two totally different roles, but having them both there the whole time. And I know how, it's not easy, it's not always good, sure. But, they did their damn best, for us, and I appreciate it. So that was probably my best part of my childhood. And they let me be a child. I wasn't forced to grow up. I was able, each stage I was able to just be that kid. Sheltered, but not, not oblivious. Like, Dad let me know real life, but Mom was like, we still gonna be a kid.
For sure.
Worst part, just not speaking up, honestly, and holding all that in on myself. That was probably the worst part of my childhood.
Now, the thing, talking off camera, it was like, what are your hobbies? Like, what are the things, like you mentioned writing, it's like, you just see me rewrite your name on the thing. Like, I really enjoy scribbling, right? I really enjoy writing. Like, I shelve my thoughts. Like, I have phones that I just put notes in and I text myself certain things while I'm doing cardio, while I'm meditating, while I'm doing certain things. I've graduated from just having almost like a Palm Pilot in my pocket that I would just write certain things. But for you, as you were growing or just in your day-to-day life today, like, what do you enjoy to do that most people wouldn't expect?
One, being outdoors. I'm super, super into like just off-roading. I'm talking about like legit mudding, like going to the event, like mud hole events where you got the jacked up trucks going through the mud holes, the bounty holes. Like that brings me joy. Working on cars. My dad, my grandpa, my brother, they all were like car heads. So like, I'm dropping motors out, I'm dropping transmissions, I'm changing tires, brakes, carburetors. Like we opening the hood and we figuring out what's wrong. We going to
straight
O'Reilly
to the source
and going back home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Looking
Like,
at
that was my thing. Like, I took so much joy in that, cutting the grass, doing roofing work with my dad outside. I was his little tomboy. I was definitely his little tomboy. But like, those type of things bring me joy. Fishing, hunting, shooting, like. Off day for me, that's my thing.
It's like, I don't know what happened to me. Because I got so many cars, I don't like cars. I like the structure and the silhouette of a car.
All right. You like the lines.
I just like the design.
Okay.
But if that thing, it's an oil leak, I'm like, man, bruh, what's going on with this, man? Hey, crank up. Crank another one.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the first thing.
So you're not gonna go up underneath that hood?
I would love to.
Change the tire?
I think so, but I'm gonna hit up AAA. My boy, where you at? Pull up on me.
Yo, it's so much easier and faster. You just pop that.
Get that, BG. But what you're not understanding is the way my life set up. I like to do thinkless jobs.
Okay.
It's like, okay, call AAA. Call somebody else that really is a professional.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make matters worse.
I feel it.
We got an oil leak. We got AC ain't pumping.
Okay.
It's like we either got to go get another car.
Yeah.
And that's why I dedicated so much to football. I dedicated so much to content now. It's like, bro, I don't want to have to do these things.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
That's not to say that I can't.
Yeah.
Or that I don't want to. I just be like,
You're gonna make sure you work hard so you can
pay
call
hard.
them people. Yeah.
Like, work hard so you can pay hard. Be like, hey, big dog, what we doing? Like, what's the timeline? Like, you say you said 15 minutes. You said 5 minutes? I give you another huncho? All right, bet. Boom. And then fishing. Yeah. Interesting thing about fishing for me, I love the aesthetic of fishing, but I stopped sucking my thumb by my father taking me fishing. I was the worm hunter. I had to go get the worm and then bring back
flipping rocks and logs.
Like,
and
move the big old rocks. And I was like, I was like Timon and Pumbaa. Lifting up that whole rock, seeing all the worms. I was like, oh man, I'm the worm guy. Boom, I was dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, they went and got a big mouth bass and a catfish. Changed my life. Because I was one of the guys that sucked their thumb for a long time. Okay. And I don't know how this is gonna go in the edit, but y'all just pray for me.
Yeah.
Y'all just pray for me.
I was curious about that one.
You know what? I was just trying to be vulnerable with y'all ungrateful sons.
It's a safe place.
You know what I mean? It's safe.
It's safe.
Nah, it ain't that safe.
It's safe here, but once you go out there, I don't know how safe.
Look, see, that's the thing. See, why we gotta go there? Like, we acting like folks don't be sucking their thumb as it's a youth thing. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Sucking things in this climate, It ain't right. Being named #1 player in high school, BG, talk to me about that. Like,
I mean, that was surreal. I mean, the dunk took off, started going places. Everybody, noticing me, wanted to take photos. We ain't had that NIL money and all that and everything going on at the time. So, you got people saying, oh, you gonna do this, you gonna go here. They talking to my daddy, they like trying to put stuff in his ear, which that was the wrong person to talk to because Pops ain't going.
Ain't bending.
I don't even know you why you talking to me. Like, and get away from her. Like, he put the foot down. So shout out to Pops for that, for keeping the predators and just the
sharks
leeches.
away.
Yeah, keeping them away. But it was definitely different. My movement was different. And Pops was like, yeah, nah, you ain't going out nowhere by yourself. So he was right there with me, very protective. But it was cool. Big dog on campus. I went from looking at what I thought were the big dogs, growing up junior high and stuff, and now I am that big dog. Everybody looking at me, it's game day. They like, what we gonna do? What you gonna drop? Like, oh, it's gonna be easy. This, we gonna get this.
Just flatter me.
Yeah.
What was the most points you ever put up in high school? Or what was your best game that you was like, yo?
My best game?
That statistic was crazy to even look at.
I had double-digit blocks, had like 3 dunks, like probably like 30-something points. Like, it was just, like, I literally was doing what I wanted to do out there. Like, it was just one game. I mean, gym packed, people standing in the hallways trying to get in, the fire marshal telling them they can't come in. Like, I remember that game. I want to say we was at Aldine High School. That was, and I mean, I couldn't miss anything I wanted to do. I did. It was just, I was floating.
You was in what we call as athletes the zone, but the zone even specifically is like a flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you can't, it's just the game is just coming to you in a way where it's like, yo, I couldn't even try to do what I tried to do and I just did even if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
The reads just, they, you seeing them happen before they happen. Like it was perfect.
So like, how did you shelve your emotions? Because my issue a lot of times with human beings today is that they were never that guy or gal until they became an adult.
Yeah.
But for you, I'm thinking 16, 15, right? Yeah. Where you've always had this aura about you that you had to grow up quick, right? And nobody looks at it through that lens where it's like, yo, like you've been, what feature that been popping for a long time. Yeah. Like you've been rocking and rolling for a long time and living up to people's expectations and even still trying to supersede that at such a young age. How did you manage to shelve or compartmentalize your emotions with that?
I had to lean back on my parents on that one, just keeping me humble. Like they were like, it's easy getting up to the top, and it takes a long time to get up there. This is Pops. It takes a long time to climb, but one little slip and you right back down. With all those people, cheering you on, just know it's a lot of people praying on your downfall and waiting on it to then like be happy about it. So him just always putting it in my ear, and he would use little things that was happening in the world, the news and stuff. Like he was like, you see that? You see this athlete? You see what happened? He was like, that can't be you. Right. So just knowing that, and just, I didn't fantasize this life. Like this all happened like just because the coach saw me in volleyball practice and brought me over to basketball and was like, just come on.
But the coach was like, I got me one, y'all. Yeah. Watch out, Cheryl. Keisha, going on out the way. Pam, I love you, but get on out the way. This right here, God did his big one with this one. You dig what I'm saying?
So it was just like, I just stayed humble. Like I just took it with a grain of salt. I was just like, I always expected it to end quicker, I think, than it started. So like, I just appreciated it and just kept going with it. Like I never wanted to be that person either. Like we've seen those people, those athletes where it's like, they're a lot. And, you know, they come in, you see people kind of like, oh, I never wanted to be that either. Like, I was very observant of people, and that's my dad with law enforcement. You know, you need to pay attention, observe your surroundings, look at people, see their intentions. Like, you'll know before you know kind of thing. So I just knew what I didn't want to be. So I just always tried to make sure I was on the other end of whatever they was doing.
Yeah.
I think that's what kept me kind of humbled and grounded.
Being the it person, right? And that it could be multiple things. It's like, I think oftentimes in high school, I think for me, it was a realization that I knew my social circle was my social circle, but they weren't going where I was going. And it's like, I got scholarship offers, and my partner, this Negro, like, nigga, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to smoke another, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to come up on another. It was like our minds was in different places. And then also the it girl was just like, what is it? Like, what do you define as like your social interests? Like, did you have social groups? Did you have peers? You know, were you the person that everybody gravitated to, or were you the person that everybody alienated themselves from? You know what I'm saying? It was...
Yeah, no, I definitely, once high school hit, I think, was the gravitational person. But then I also, like, would get people that probably wouldn't hang out together to hang out. Because I was cool with everybody. Like, I mean, when the in people, the not in people, like, black, white, blue, green, yellow, whatever. Like, I was cool with everybody. Like, I could relate to everybody with something. Like we going mudding, cool, all right, we can do that. All right, we in mechanics over here doing this. I'm game with you. I'm band, okay. I can't play not one instrument, no musical bone in my body, but I'ma hype you and I'ma be there because I think it's dope what you're doing. Yeah. So like I could get people to come together, and maybe it's me being a Libra. I don't know. I balance out people. I feel like unbalanced by myself, but yeah, I was always like to gravitate to and like get people together.
What was something, or what is something that you would tell the teenage BG today?
I mean, honestly, embrace it, because it's gonna be gone quick. Embrace it, like even more. Embrace it more and stretch more, because boy, these knees, the way they feel now, yeah, I wish I would have listened a little bit more on that, like, because walking in and I got this. I'm just walking in and hooping. I ain't stretched, ain't put no tape, no ankle brace, no icy hot, no. We just going, and then let's go to McDonald's, get these chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce, and wait for the next game.
For sure.
Like that is one thing I wish I would have took a little bit more serious. Like just the preparation of like strength, conditioning, all that.
Man, I seen a meme the other day that was like, if I could talk to my younger version of myself, I would ask God to give me the knees that he gave me when I was jumping out of the swing.
Yo.
The absorbance of that pressure.
What were we doing? Because why are we flying to the moon and landing?
Look at me, Mom. I'm talking about sticking it. It was like hyperextend what? It was like my knees was in sync with the mind, body, and soul. Now, well, I'd be scared to even ask this question, because as you get old, and I'm 36, right? I can't name the last time I fell. But if I fall now, it's gonna hurt for weeks. Like if I just, dang, boom. If you do one of them now, with my body set up, man, it's a walking whooping if I trip over your toy in my house. Who toy is this? Wake up!
Don't step on that Lego.
You know what I mean? Like we got T-Rex, we got Barbie dolls just scattered everywhere.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know about that. I try to grab everything before I fall. Like I'm grabbing everything. Yeah, I don't remember last time I fell either, honestly.
That's a long fall.
It's a long way down and actually I fell in the game last week. I fell in the game and everybody left, and then I got up and then proceeded down the court. Like what? Take a second.
Yeah.
Of course, it was in film too. You already know they put it in film. They like, BG, what was you doing? Falling. Do you see that tree? Timber.
Timber. But like, look, I've always wanted to ask this question because it's like, call me crazy, but you committed to Baylor, right? Why Baylor? Like, you got Tennessee, you got UConn. Yeah. I don't think this was Don Staley's era of South Carolina, but like.
And she was at Temple, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay close to home. I was a Texas kid. I wanted to stay in Texas. And then also my mom's. I wanted my mom to be able to come to my games. She had medical problems, and you know, if I would have went out of state, she probably wouldn't have been able to make a lot of games, honestly. And then my dad always was at just about every single, let me stop. He was at every single one of my games. Yeah. That man, he drove me across country. So I still wanted that. Like, I still wanted that. I knew, you know, some of the girls that were gonna go to Baylor as well. And then from my AAU days, one of the coaches that started my AAU team, he was assistant coach over there, Damian McKinney. He was at Baylor, and I knew him. So it just felt comfortable. Felt good. It was far away where they still got to call.
You got to call before you come.
Hey, we
Don't
coming
just
up.
be popping up on me.
Don't hit me with the, we outside. But, you know, still close enough where I go home and get some home cooking, take some laundry, you know.
And you was in Waco. Boy, I'm a documentary fiend.
Oh, yeah.
And just, it's such a religious city. Or county, or however you want to look. Like, I went to Blinn, right? So right on 290, you got, Blinn is in Brenham. Their sports sector is in Brenham. So I'm familiar with Houston, familiar with Prairie View, College Station, Austin, Texas, all that. Yeah. And then Waco with the David Koresh and that whole situation, I was extremely interested to see that dynamic because I'm like, yo, like it was a real situation and still like a religious cult that still to this day. Like, how was living there?
I didn't even know about, like, you know, the men's team, the men's basketball team. They had a little incident that had happened before I got there a while ago. And then the cult and all of that and everything. Yeah, I didn't really know too much about that when I committed. Honestly, I was very much like just blind. Where I was at. Found out about it after I committed. I was just like, well, I mean, hey, I'm still going. Like, I wanted to make my decision early because I wanted to enjoy high school. Like, I didn't want to deal with going on visit here, having to tell them I'm not coming, like, knowing I'm not going, but I'm on this visit. I don't want to waste nobody's time either.
Man, please.
Like,
I
was...
Why you tripping? And then now...
You couldn't do nothing back then anyway. Like, you went to a game.
You had 5.
Yeah.
Were you in that... Like, how many officials could you take?
I believe it was 5.
How many did you take?
I took 1.5. Like, I went on a little visit to A&M.
Don't love it.
Nah, it wasn't like an official.
Talking about love.
Nah, it wasn't like an official. But I went out there. Gary Blair was out there at the time, and I mean, I almost went to A&M. Is what people don't understand. I almost went to A&M.
College Station.
Yeah, I almost went to A&M. But the girls that I vibed with that were already there, they were all graduating when I was coming in. So I was just like, and I didn't know anybody else coming in. Nah, y'all good. It's sports term. We got you.
Thank you.
We got you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to Baylor.
I'm gonna give you a quick story about my experience while I was in Texas. Granted, I went to the University of Florida. Shout out to my dog Bubba. He's here. So I was at Florida for 2 years, then I transferred to JUCO. I think I was around the age of 20 or 21 years old. So smack dab, it was a culture shock. I go from Atlanta where I see nothing but us. And then I go to University of Florida where I see some of us. Then I go to Texas, I don't see any of us. I'm like, what?
You gotta go to the right spot.
It's going on here. Like, shout out to Brenham, Bluebell, ice cream, blue bonnet, all that. And I'm like, yo, what is there to do? I'm a city boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking different. I'm acting different. I'm dressing different. And people are like, yo, that's the kid that was at Florida, blah, 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 blah. So one of my teammates at the time was like, yo, bro, on the weekend, dog, you can ride with us. We usually go to College Station and hit the bars. What's the, I don't know what the area is, but boom, it's a bar. I was in Atlanta for 16 years of my life, was in Florida for 2 years of my life. So now now, boom, I'm 20 years old. I get to Texas for 1 year and I experienced the most racism that I've ever seen in my life. Man. So much so, we was at College Station and granted, life of the party, the big jokester, the person that's like always, you talking about, Lil Jon ain't got nothing on me, like DJ Khaled, like I'm over here sizing everybody. Bro, go talk to her. Yeah, bro, twin, I'm with you, like, yeah. And I remember like trying to get in the clubs. And granted, this is, who are you, Cam? This ain't Cam Newton. Like I was still going off of Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Like, who this nigga think he is type. And we were trying to go to one club and then a dude just blatantly said like, nah, we at capacity. Like, capacity? Meanwhile, somebody else just goes in. Looking at him like, bro, there's places that we can, that we could politic in there. Yeah. I just want to use my nouns and verbs, sir. That's all I really want to, bro, what'd I just tell you? Okay, I can't go to that club, so I, boom. Proceeds to go to the next one. And the bouncer already, they must have had a walkie-talkie or something, because the dude caught me from we were about 10 steps from the next club. He said, no, y'all ain't coming in here. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to get some play. Bounce, big dog, I'm trying to get some play. It's a lot of livestock out there. Shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, Texas and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm just trying to get a little sheep. That's all I'm trying to get, bro. Just a little cow, you know what I mean? A little moo-moo. He's like, nah, bro, we good. I said, well, what's the issue with this one? Because we just heard, it's at capacity. He's like, well, we ain't, we got a dress code. It's like, bro, I got a stripe shirt. We don't let stripe shirt. And I'm like, bro, and it literally turned me into like, yo, this is not normal. And I'm not saying everywhere, that was just my experience. And we seen certain players that our teammates, being looked at like who are you? Oh, I'm a JUCO player. It's like, good luck, kid. You know what I'm saying? And then being the actual starter or star player at Texas A&M, that experience is completely different. And I just remember that time, it was like, yo, I'm not in Kansas anymore. It's like, I'm not in Atlanta no more where bro, the experiences in clubs it's bars. You know what I mean? I didn't drink, still haven't drink. It was I just saw that time as yo, is it me or is it the circumstance that I was in? So I was definitely aware of my surroundings and just moved accordingly. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
got to out there.
That's that. Now, talk to me about being the only NCAA player. This is an extreme statistic, by the way. 2,000 points and 500 blocks. Yeah. The only.
Yeah.
You ever think about the things that, you're still playing.
Yeah, definitely still going.
But what you have done is definitely something that probably may not ever be done again.
Nah, people will tell me something. They'll tell me one of my stats, or they'll tell me something like that, and I'm just in the moment I'll think about it, I'm like, dang, ain't nobody got that yet? I'm thinking somebody gonna get it.
So humble.
Somebody gonna get it, for sure. But in the moment, nah, I don't even think about it. I don't even know half my accolades, honestly. We was trying to figure it out a second ago, some of the things I've done, I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know how many times I've been an all-star. I was just worried about the wins. I only got one title, so I'm looking to get another title, bring one to Atlanta. And that's all I really care about.
Bro, you bring a doggone title to the Dream?
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. We working hard.
Like Atlanta, this is what people don't realize about Atlanta. Not only is it Wakanda, these Negroes and beautiful people want to, bro, we can make somebody feel like an ant.
Yep.
We be piping up on the Braves, the Falcons, and the Hawks. And the drink, and it's like, bro, y'all give us something to really go crazy. We still holding on to the 95 Braves. Tom Glavine and Marquise Grissom them. Like, they thought they had something with Matty Ice and Julio, but they squandered that away. But it's like, y'all fool around and give us something that we could go get some merch and support? Yep. Man, please. What?
The support definitely there. That's one thing I know about Atlanta. The support, like, they definitely gonna support. Because when I say they support us hard, like, and to the fullest, oh, they in them games. They know everything. They hype. They welcome me open arms to the city.
You were #1 draft pick in the 2013 WNBA draft. I mean, not being #1 would have been egregious. We share that in common, #1s.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So the flex. What do you remember about that draft, right?
Ooh, draft class was stacked. Big three, me, Skylar, Lena Deladon, like a lot of hype coming out. I mean, the W had, we had some hype. We had some players in there that definitely GOATs and doing it. But I feel like that was like starting to be like that turning point. We starting to get even more fans. And even now, I mean, this is growing like crazy now, but like it was hype. Like Deladon would come play us, bringing all the Deladon fans. Skylar bring all the fans. I'm going to places, bringing all the fans. Places that ain't never sold out before were selling out. So it was just a vibing time. And then I came in at a good time too. I got the old heads that still had it too. Like, the game changing, ball changing, everything the game is definitely changing. Yeah. But I got to get that brute force, like Kara Braxton welcomed me to the league, caved my heart. I thought I was hard. Yeah. Man, she got that ball. I think my chest like grabbed her elbow, honestly. Like I think it just caved over it. And I mean, I had to play it off. Couldn't breathe about the next 4 plays, but like I loved it. Big Seal in Minnesota, just destroying everybody. Like, I missed that, being able to hit and play hard as
bang.
Like, yeah,
we bang.
Yeah, not little girl ball. No. We grown out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. It was a great time.
That 2014 championship run with Phoenix, what made that squad so special?
I mean, we just vibed off each other, honestly. I will say we knew each other very well. I was honestly the young one. They were kind of all established. You had Dee, Penny Taylor, Diana Taurasi, Candace Dupree, DeWanna Bonner, and when I say they taught me what work ethic was. Like, I knew what it was to work a little bit. Yep. But they really taught me when I got there, because you got to think about it, I'm the only rookie. So if anybody messing up, it's probably me. For sure. And I didn't want to be that person in film messing up. So watching just how they went hard every day in practice. And that was a big one, in practice. Because practice, they got easy for me, up into the pros. Like, it was easy, I'm not going to lie. But got to the pros, and I was like, oh, this is a rude awakening now. Like, I got to do more, because this isn't going to work. Yeah. Like, this is what I'm doing ain't gonna work now. I gotta find that next level.
For sure. I think I wanna talk about like the comparables. When I got into the league, I had OGs. And I'm always interested to hear athletes' OGs and who kind of taught them. It's different dynamics, because as an athlete, your OG is responsible for teaching you a lot, right? Not just how to be a professional, but also how to be the person too. It's like, if you need a jeweler, that's your OG job. You know what I'm saying? If you want to party, this is how you party. That's your OG job. To kind of like, you want a new car, boom. Like, you need a nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? Like, muscle aches, like the masseuse and certain things, like, the PT person. It's like, who is that person for you? And what were some of the things that they taught you becoming the best version of yourself?
Diana Taurasi.
Oh, you had a good one.
Yeah, Diana Taurasi, that's my OG for sure, hands down. She taught me everything. She taught me how to, like I said, how to practice.
Yeah.
She taught me how to be a spouse as well, honestly. Like watching her, how intentional she was, like on the court, off the court, making time for her family, like not just getting consumed with just being that person, you know, like turning that off and being present for the person that's home, that's making your life easier for you. She got me overseas to my overseas team, so I have to credit her for that. And then, yeah, just everything from money, taking care of it. You know, she let me wild.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. My wife will say it too. Like, I was splurging and just, you know,
But
having
I think
fun.
it's needed though.
It is, because then you get later in your life and you feel missed and you missed out on something and now you're trying to do
that's the
stuff that
worst.
your
That's
age
the-
just
you-
don't
you're like,
match.
Yeah, it don't.
Yeah. So
You gotta live, but
Definitely.
understand the dividends may not be coming in.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I think that the craziest thing about the WNBA that I thought was extremely interesting was like, if you go on a title run, like for college basketball, and then all of a sudden, it's like 2 weeks or a month, less than a month, you got the draft. Like, do you guys have combines? Like, how do they evaluate you? Or are they evaluating you in real time?
Real time. You in real time. Yeah, when we got done with our run, like I kind of left. Like I was kind of over college, honestly, and I was just over some things that was going on. So once we lost to Louisville, I literally was done. I was like, all right, I'm ready to sign with my agent. I'm ready to be pro. I'll finish this later. Like I know I got a job waiting on me. So I bounced out. I started doing things and working and doing little events, and then I went straight to the draft. Got drafted, and then I was out to Phoenix.
Now that's crazy. Now my experience was a tad bit different, and most college football players, or football, I can't really resonate with baseball, but football, there's like a 3-month process. Like right after your bowl game, if you even play in a bowl game, now you have combine prep. And then there's so much in combine performance now that some of it's, warranted and some of it's just like, okay, bro, like we put so much emphasis on the 40 that it's like, all right. After that, then you have pro day. Then from pro day, backtrack with the combine. That's the team's opportunity to kind of speak to you. Then when you have the pro day, you have private workouts that you may do. Then you may have another situation where you may have team visits and things like that. It's like that evaluation process is so thorough. What was the evaluation for you getting drafted? Did you meet with the team? Did you talk with other teams?
No. I didn't talk with not one team. Like, couldn't talk with the teams. Honestly, I don't even think we could have talked with them. Honestly, like it's totally different with us. Like you at that draft, you don't know where you're going, and you legit,
So your first
time talking is after you get drafted. That's when I talked to, I think it was Jim Pittman at the time. No, it wasn't Jim Pittman. It was another lady name right now. Just drawing a blank right now. But yeah, I made the phone calls afterwards, coach, all that. First time talking to him after I got drafted.
Hey, you ain't never been there before?
I actually like to, I think we should do that. I think teams should interview with us and, we can talk and do y'all process.
Like now, even though I do like it, would you have even considered a team that may have had the 9th pick? Because the reason, I literally just had this conversation on 4th and 1 yesterday, and I'm saying that I'm giving people free game because I was interviewing with teams that I knew were not going to draft me, but I still went.
Yeah.
We hear the Ace Bailey situation. We hear the Shedeur Sanders situation where it's like they opted out of going to certain franchises because they're expecting them not to even be there. And it just draws a distaste from the fans, the teams and the executives. But it's like, what else do you have to do?
I mean, I'm going to meet with them teams, regardless if it's somewhere I don't even want to go, because you never know what's going to happen.
No, for
like, and then those connections, like, you know, you do an interview with somebody, now you at the end of your career, you done, them same people still there, they put in a good word, you know, your character and all that. But that's the way I look, that's the way my dad always taught me to look at stuff. Like, you never know what something's going to lead to, so leave a good impression.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would advise taking them visits.
Now,
honestly.
before we get off of the college transition, what would you have thought or think your NIL evaluation would have been had you had that in college?
I mean, back then, price would have been up, honestly. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, and that's just confidence.
Timber! It's about to go down.
You know, I'm still trying to see if I can get some of that back pay.
Trying to tell you the back end, because I'm like, hold on.
Because the amount they made off of us.
Come on, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Come on. I look at it like, how did they come up with that line in the sense? It's like, all right, what is it, like 2019, we're going to stop?
Yep.
And I'm like, hold on. Slow down. What about the Johnny Manziels of the world, the Cam Newtons, the Reggie Bushes, the Todd Gurleys, you know, the Dez Bryants that got punished by just trying to get a meal, let alone millions.
Because let me tell you, that Chick-fil-A sandwich ain't gonna make me run faster. It ain't gonna make me jump higher.
But it will get you suspended.
But it'll get you suspended and lose everything. And then they want to talk about your character. Because I'm hungry. Because I'm 18, I'm 17, I'm hungry, and I just want to eat something.
Come on. Like, my parents are still broke. I need a car. Like, just help me out.
Like, we scrapping coins together, me and my friends in college. Like, all right, well, I got this much, you got this much. Okay, we can go buy some meat, and we gonna grill, and we gonna buy a loaf of bread, and this is what we got. Now it's like completely different.
It is.
They talking about chefs. Chef where? Not from the team chef. They got their own personal chefs.
Yeah, it's different.
But I'm happy for them, because boy, when I say seeing coaches get them $1 million homes after you win a championship and new Corvettes after going 40-0, you know, it's kind of crazy.
You talking about coaches?
Man,
I'm talking about, look, and I love Auburn. Please don't get that misconstrued. After we won our national championship, right, with the help of my teammates, I seen facilities get threw up like, yo,
yeah, that's
training room, training table. Like, what y'all eating in there? Like, y'all eating caviar and steak? We was eating we wasn't eating flank steak. We were always eating good, but it was just like, yo, the dorms had changed. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's Nutty Professor out there. Cause I'm like, hold on. Where was this? Where were you when all my dogs needed help? Like, I was hurting. I was really hungry after a 5 touchdown game performance, and I'm like, yo, coach, y'all, you know, your wife, she cooking? Like, yo, give me a to-go-go. I need a to-go-go plate, like, for sure. Like, she making them Oreo balls again, she making them cookies, I need the extra.
Not the Oreos.
For sure.
Yeah.
I need it all. I want it all, and I want it. And my experience in college was just so tough, because a lot of people may assume, it's like, bro, like, you won a Heisman, you were All-American, you was this, but that don't mean personal Cam wasn't going through.
Yeah.
Like, I went through an NCAA investigation that really opened my whole family up to the attention that we didn't deserve, all off of a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't even like normal players could still finesse and jug. And it ain't like I'm telling on. It's like, bro, you could finesse it any way. Well, for me, I couldn't, because everybody was watching.
Yeah,
everybody was looking.
24/7.
You know, and we can relate to that, because when you have the sports world in your hands, even though it's a power and it's a dope thing to say, it still has a lot of burden with that too.
Yes, it does.
It's like, you can't really date. You don't know who's real, genuine friends.
Yep.
Like, when people come to your cookout, or when y'all are having people over, it's like, whether you drinking or smoking or just doing things that college, students typically do, you can't really do it because it's like, hold on, hey bro, put your phone down, dog.
Yep.
Sweetheart, man, put your phone. Man, I ain't doing it. Man, you getting belligerent, you getting aggressive, and it's like, bro, I'm trying to protect my bag. I'm trying to protect me. And those are the things that a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-old individuals aren't able to really navigate in life. Because you go from a high school player who was 5-star, or now they have 5-star plus players, and everybody's telling you how good you are. And then you go to a college situation where the media is magnified. Now people are saying, oh, well, Brittany, she can't do this because, she's always used to towering. She doesn't have a mid-range. She doesn't have, the proper footwork. Well, Cam, he can't throw. He's just a big boulder type of guy. Well, why did he leave Florida? He was a bust there. And why didn't he? It's just so many different things that now you have to emotionally, gear up because everybody's not your friend. Everybody doesn't want to see you succeed. And what do we do with the mental health of those type of players if you do miss a free throw, if you do miss a field goal, if you do, miss those things? And it's like, dang, like you go from hero to sucker real quick.
Real fast. It goes real quick. They don't protect, like, honestly, like you said, with your mental and stuff like that, especially then, like especially when we was in college and high school and stuff. They're doing better now. And then especially on, like, you don't talk. That ain't manly. That's just hush that off. Hush that off. And it's crazy, like, and they talk about it now with actors and actresses as kids when they, having those young careers and how it affects them and later on in life. But it's the same thing with the athletes too. Mm-hmm. Like, they growing up just as fast, dealing with all these pressures, having to compartmentalize everything, and then what do you think they gonna do? Like, you gotta help them somehow, some kind of way mentally.
Like, I would really challenge colleges and universities to really invest in kids' mental health. Mm-hmm. Because majority of the time, and I only can speak off of college football because that's what I was, so many guys battle depression because their careers are dwindling right before their eyes. Mm-hmm. And they have the expectation to save their family, to save everybody. And you want to do so much for so many people and you feel obligated to do these things. And it's like, it goes back to It Takes Two. It's like, on one hand, you have to have the curriculum or the support to do so, but also you have to have the willingness as the athlete to say, like, yo, bro, like, I need help. Mm-hmm. Because navigating certain things and it be the ones that's closest to you. Facts. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your childhood friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, people who are putting real pressure on you, like, you got me, right? And it's like, how do you tell them no? It's the easy thing is saying yes. Yeah. The hard thing is saying no to a person that you really genuinely love. So I would ask for colleges and universities to, kind of delve into that. From going to Baylor to even the WNBA, what was some of the things that you had to evolve your game to kind of get hip to the league that you're going into?
Definitely had to work on the outside game. I had to work on my strength as well, because that first game, I realized I was going up against grown women. I wasn't going up against these little kids no more. Preparation, less teams, more even. In college, I had games where I looked at the team like, we know what's going to happen here tonight. I don't care about going to sleep, at that right time and doing all this, because I know this is gonna be a breeze. Like, I don't even plan on playing in the fourth quarter. I plan on doing the 3 quarters and it being done. But getting to the pros and it only being a certain amount of teams, you getting everybody's best shot, and it's the best of the best on each team. Mm-hmm. Like, regardless if they first place, last place, you can get beat at any night if you don't go at it the right way. So I had to work on my preparation, film, getting in the film room, enjoying being in the film room, enjoy being uncomfortable as well in the film room. And then, like I said, my outside game, because they was giving me that. Like, they wasn't giving me those deep post-ups.
Yeah.
They giving me that outside, you know, that little elbow, mid, dunker shot. So I'm like, okay, if they gonna give me that, then I need to work on that, because that's just something they gonna think I'm not gonna make. But this could be some easy points for me right here. So I had to work on my all-around game and preparation, because it was an eye-opener that first game. Because everybody talk about the dunks the first game, dunked twice in the game against Chicago. I was like, we lost.
Yeah.
We did not win. I don't care about them dunks. I need to get better.
Let's talk about the inequality of WNBA athletes, right? I think it was the Sparks it was a photo or a video that went viral of them and Coach, or like them laying over as if they were on a personal flight, but they were on a team flight. Do you guys have chartered planes?
We do now. At the moment, we do. It's up in the air for next year, honestly, though. So hopefully that gets worked out. But we do now. At the beginning of my career, no, I was a Southwest, going up there to the counter, paying my $40, upgrading so I could get that A1, so I could try to get that exit row. Hopefully the flight didn't come in from somewhere else, and now somebody already sitting in it. So I got to fold my knees up in a regular chair. Yeah.
So y'all flying commercial.
Commercial, we used to, yeah. That's what most of my career was commercial. We just got the planes here recently. Yeah, last couple years we just got them planes.
Okay, tell me more, because like it's not. I want to play a quick game of like comparing and contrast. Like being in the professional realm of the WNBA, what are the struggles that you guys have? And I will follow it up with what I've known the NFL to be.
So I'm gonna give you the first part. I'm not gonna talk right now. This is strictly the beginning of my career.
Correct.
So we have practice at the gym, and then we get on the bus. We go into the airport. We got an away game. We going from, at the time, Phoenix. Let's say we going to New York to play New York. Long flight, cross country, right? So we get there to the airport ahead of time. We got to get all the bags off the bus. We're curbside with everybody else. So, you know, everybody see everybody getting off the bus, everybody running up to take photos and stuff, trying to get that away.
Y'all don't have security?
No security at the time either. Security was like just everybody on the team, like, you know.
Y'all police
like,
each other.
Yeah. We just kind of helping each other. Like coaches would kind of step in a little bit, trainers would step in, like if it got too out of hand. But it wasn't no real security that was just traveling with us like that back then. Now, yes. So, you know, you go get your ticket, try to upgrade your seat.
Finesse.
Trying to get some food, go find a corner to go sit in. Cause I mean, for me, I'm big. I'm walking through the airport, everybody see me.
No, but like you've always been a phenom, right? You know, people who aren't fans of the sport or know about the sport knows about Brittney Griner. Mm-hmm. Like you're one of those ones, and just to be able to say like, oh, that's Brittney Griner. Like, let's take a picture. I know how people could be, and it could be very intrusive sometimes and
Very much
disrespectful. And it's like, bro, I ain't even in that mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I just got off the phone. I remember there was one time in the airport, had got some bad news, had a death in the family. I'm distraught, like I'm not doing well. And the fans literally coming up, trying to take a photo. I'm looking at them, like I'm giving them the look, like look in my eyes. I'm light bright, okay? I'm red at this point. Eyes bloodshot red, tears on my face. Like, just found out a family member passed, and you still trying to take this photo. And you know they took that photo with me? I was just like, all right, whatever. Like, you want a photo with me crying? Bet, whatever. Like, but if I would've, you know, been like, nah, or this ain't the time, or like, bro, like, back up, or like been really upset like I was and showed that because I'm having a moment. Now I'm that athlete, I'm that asshole, I'm that.
Well, that's me. Insert Cam Newton, because I'm gonna tell you about yourself. If I don't want to take a picture with you or your daughter or your son, I'm not gonna take that picture. Straight up, it's like, don't talk to me. I care more about me than I care about you. I don't care. It's like, yo, I'm in the restroom. I'm not taking up pictures with nobody in the restroom. I'm not doing
that's
that.
wild.
Hey, do you see a fork and a spoon or a knife in my hand? I'm not taking a picture. Hey, if you see some individuals that may share my name, my image, or my likeness, my children, I'm not taking no picture.
No.
I'm not Cam Newton. I'm daddy at that particular point. But it's real quick. I don't care if it's gonna be quick. You can walk away quicker. And there's so much that people give me a hard time with, and I'm okay. I am comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
But oftentimes, people don't know what they're actually doing. And I always say, are you asking me to take a picture or you're telling me to take a picture?
Like,
Those are
entitled.
two different things. Because asking me gives me the right to say no. And if you are a fan, a true fan, a big fan, and they always come with, oh my God, BG, I'm your biggest fan. Yeah, cool. Heard it all before. If you're a big fan, you can understand that this one picture that you're gonna lose account for in 0.10 minutes is not gonna matter.
No.
And you can respect me enough to that. But people be wildin'.
Yeah, they do.
It's not.
I mean, I done had ribs, barbecue sauce. I'm with my fam. I ain't seen my moms in a while. We out eating. I'm in the middle, two people on the side of me. I'm thinking I'm putting two people on the side of me in the booth.
That's the guardrail.
That'll help
That's
me.
the
You know, like they
guardrails.
will like, nah.
See, that's where you gotta take a page out of Timothy.
Yeah, and that's to my downfall. Sometimes
Chapter
I don't know how
1,
to say
verse
no.
1. Bump them. I really want to say something else, but bump them. They don't like it. Bump them. Because homeboy, homegirl, like, look, I can't wait to tell somebody, no. As a matter of fact, hell no. Like, I asked the little kid, I'm like, bro, little man, my guy, what's my name? Daddy, what's exactly? Get on up out of here. Boy, you don't know who I am.
No, those people make me mad. Like the ones that see me taking a photo or see somebody taking a photo and they're like, well, I saw them take a photo, so let me get a photo.
I'm gonna give you one though. I'm gonna give you one. Because people really don't care, right? They just care about the story.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I just seen so-and-so, I think you should, boom. Say that you went to church with them. Or say that y'all went to high school together. They don't know, right? Every time it's like, yo, who are you? Are you somebody important? It's like, nah, childhood friend. I ain't seen him in a while. Keep it moving. And by the time it's like, hey, wait. You always gotta go to the airport or out in public with this demeanor. Like when you start making eye contact with people, that's when it's welcoming. I ain't that dude that you could just walk up on and just be like, bro. It even took my own brother to tap me. Hey, bro. And I'm like, nigga, what? Oh, boy, what's up? It's one of them situations. I got headphones in that ain't playing no music. It's just them barricades. Them like, bro. And I'm so petty. I ain't playing no music. I know I ain't playing no music. A person that say, hey, yo, Cam, hey, bro, Cam. They finally tapped me. I ain't playing no music. I still go as if I'm playing music. Like, yo, yeah, what's up, bro? You good? Oh, yeah, you want to take a picture? No, I'm good right now, bro. I'm just chilling. I just want to get to my flight. I'm in a rush right now. Like, I ain't friendly. To me, like, it's too much. Like, bro, what is it for you to be liked by the world and internally you hate that, or for you to have internal peace and the world hates you? I'm the latter. Like, I'm the guy that's just like, bro, I care about me.
Yeah.
I'm a selfish narcissist, bro. I don't play about me.
Hey, you shouldn't play about yourself though, honestly.
Self-care is the best care.
Protecting your mental, protecting your
Especially
peace.
when I'm with my children, like I'll turn into Papa Bear real quick. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Now that's gonna be that I know that's gonna be my thing. Like when I'm with him, because when I'm with my son Bash, like when we start being out and about more, that's gonna be my cutoff. Like, cause I don't get these moments. And these are moments that you don't always get. I'm not about to ruin it. Like, you know, like there's time and place. Like I do whatever you want at the gym, but like, yeah, I think he's gonna be my reason I say no for sure. Cause I just want to spend it with him.
And you don't get that time back. I think
back.
in the latter part of my career, I really had to take into consideration, number one, my children are becoming of age where they know daddy is gone. Now, granted, my children go from one household to the other, and I can't do anything about that right now. So I have to try to make my wrongs right. I've mentioned it multiple different times. And when teams were showing interest, like, hey, would Cam consider? And I'm like, that's far.
Yeah.
And then, like, you got kids that they know how to operate a phone, but they're not engaging into a FaceTime conversation.
Yeah, nah.
Man, the doggone iPad all the way over there. You like, Daddy, yeah, what up, boy? Like, what, man? Somebody get it on the camera. And you like, yeah, I'm over here. And they screaming and hollering and doing all these different things. And you're saying, like, bro, I need to be home. I want to be home. And it's those things that you're like, you don't get to redo parenting time or loved one time, because people are impacted by collateral damage that you may be working. You may be trying to be the best basketball player that you possibly can be. You may have a appearance that may fulfill, any type of funds that you may need, you know what I'm saying? And your children at a certain age, they don't get.
Yeah.
They just like, daddy ain't home.
That's all they know. Yeah.
It's tough, and everybody sees the good in that. Like, you are the financial, kind of cash cow, but also the understanding, like, yo, you got to protect and provide provision for your family, and it could be tough sometimes. Speaking of provision, what's your take on the current CBA negotiations and the push for a higher revenue share?
So yeah, that one I think is gonna be the one that we're just gonna have to push. We're gonna have to take a stance on, because the league is growing. At first, it took us a while to get the numbers. There was speculation, but the league is growing. The numbers are there. They can't say people aren't tuning in. We got the viewerships. The NCAA, the women's NCAA had more viewership than the men. The fan attendance, jersey sales, everything's going up.
Yeah.
So why are salaries not going up? It's only rightfully so, and getting that revenue share as well. Like, the piece of the pot. Like, we see the models in other leagues as well that are established, running, thriving. We're just trying to thrive and run the same way that some of the other NBA, NFL, soccer, like, we're just trying to thrive the same way and get the equal part as well.
Yeah. I had a statement that I made, and no shots. This is my honest opinion. I believe in 20 years, the WNBA will surpass MLB in viewership. When you see individuals like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, yourself, people who are pushing the game forward, right? And a lot of that has a lot to do with rivalries and skill, right? Rivalries, to me, impacts revenue and ratings.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm seeing a sport where a lot of people wasn't paying a lot of attention to at first.
Yep.
But over this 2-year span, and that's no knock to baseball, there's no knock to any other sports or athletes, I just see something that's just intriguing to me. It's like, I've never found myself watching or yearning for the anticipation of a game, from a WNBA, and it's like, it's interesting now. Like, people are really vested in that, from jersey sales. People want to show support, and seeing the rise of that. Me making my statement. How do you feel in regards to that?
I feel like that definitely could happen. You're starting to see more personalities in the league. You're starting to get those rivalries. You're starting to get more invested in, a player, who they're about to play.
Right.
Now, granted, with some of these rivalries and some of these new fans, they're spinning it in a way where it's not as crazy as what people think. Like, I'm not gonna be best friends with somebody that I want to beat. I'm not about to, support that person and hope that they do so well, because that means my team's not doing good.
You're still a competitor.
I'm still a competitor.
Right.
Like, I want the best for them in their career, But when they playing us, I hope you fail. Horribly. Like, go play somebody else. Hey, do good job, you know? And I'm not oblivious to the fans that are coming in from the younger girls that are coming in and the ones that are yet to hit our league that are gonna bring even more fans. Like, we need them. Like, we need that. I wanna see more fans. I don't care if you wear somebody else's jersey to my game. You at my game, you helping us out. And I appreciate you for supporting my league, you know? Like, and I think it's good. Like the Angel, Caitlin rivalry, like I think that's great for basketball. We tune in to watch those games because like we just wanna see who's gonna win. We wanna see how it's gonna go. But I definitely think that these rivalries are good for our game though.
You know what, I wanna ask this. What's the biggest misconception about Brittney Griner?
Well, there's a few.
Like you, wherever you went there, try to pick that up and verbalize that.
I mean, one big one that people say I'm un-American, and it kind of goes with my detainment and coming back and who I was traded for, as if I was the person dictating everything back there, like I was calling and saying like, hey, trade me for this person or do this, you know? For some reason, I got labeled un-American when, I mean, hell, I wanted to fight for this country. Like, I wanted to be in the military doing what I could for
You knew that.
my country.
That's what you're seeing in your household.
Boys in Blue, my dad,
Yeah.
my biggest hero. Support them. Now, what I'm not gonna do is be oblivious and put my blinders on and say that they're all great and they're all doing a great job, because that's just a lie.
Right.
You know? Like, it's my job as an American to protest. That's my right. Hell, it's in the Constitution. Like, so I think I'm being more American by taking a knee for the flag, you know, not standing up. Other teams not being out there. You know, we're doing our right as Americans, and I think it's people saying that I'm un-American. What? 4th of July, Veterans Day, biggest holidays in my household growing up, because we support our troops. So I think that's just something that has always kind of like made me mad, especially here recently. People want to label me un-American and unpatriotic when that's totally the opposite.
I'm gonna go, but before we kind of transition into that, I want to go back to something real quick. Why do you think some fans still argue WNBA players shouldn't be paid more, and what's your response to that?
I've heard people say it's not entertaining, and I'm like, well, how many games have you been to? How many times have you tuned into our games? What do you even know about our sport? Like, and 9 times out of 10, they can't tell me a single thing. I'm like, so how are you making these broad statements about our league when you haven't even invested in trying to watch our league, get invested in some players or any of that? But I think, I mean, they talk about the dunking and all that and NBA games. I mean, I've been to NBA games, I ain't seen one dunk before. Like, so it can't be just dunking that makes it exciting.
For sure.
But I just think people get behind that phone, get behind that computer, and it's so easy to put
Thumbs get real thuggish.
put something out there, like they just banging out there and they not. You know, like it's just easy to put that and walk away. Just let me just sit here to stir something up, and they feel accomplished because now people are retweeting it and saying something. Like I feel like that's what a lot of that is, honestly.
What would you feel if you had to mandate something for the league that will better serve the league, that should be brought to attention or that you would implement?
The bullying and the harassment from fans online, that's a little hard for the league to, you know, deal with. But that's happening in our arenas. It's so easy to put some people out there in that arena. It's so easy to put a few people, you know, around the arena that's just there to act like fans and listen and hear what's going on, and to be able to point these people out so we don't have to deal with that. Because me at a game feeling unsafe because we got people chanting me to go back to Russia or I'm un-American and all this other stuff, like that's when it's like, all right, I can't even focus on the game because like I'm trying to figure out what your intentions are, because this world crazy and we've seen some wild things. Anything can happen. I think, yeah, that's something that I would put in or implement, like we need people out here in these stands really paying attention what's going on and what's being said in them crowds.
Is it safe to say, or I guess, what are you saying? Do you not feel safe at times while playing?
There's times in games where I've talked with some of my fellow people that play in the league, and it's just, there's certain places where it's like, what's going on here? This ain't even banter. Like, you're not even going against me as a fan. Like, you're going against me on a personal level. These are attacks, the slurs that are being said, in certain gyms and stuff, like around the league. Is just no place for it.
I forgot one specific fan base, and if I had one regret in my career, I wish I got to play in front of the fans in Boston. In New England, right?
Okay.
When I went to play in New England, it was the COVID year, so I didn't really get an opportunity to kind of experience the fans. By the time the fans came back, our season had played the year before, and I wasn't per se the favorite, and it was just like, But as a competitor, you feed off of that, and it fuels you. But like, my situation is completely different than anybody else's, but I would ask you this. Would you prefer to play in front of a toxic crowd and shush them, or play in front of your home crowd and ignite them?
I'm gonna go and say toxic.
Oh, you toxic.
And calm them down. And I'm gonna say toxic, like overseas Euro League, there was a game, I got hit with a hot coin.
What?
So like they take lighters and they would heat up them overseas coins, they thick and heavy. And like they would throw them and they would throw the lighters. They set off smoke bombs in the arena. Yeah, them turkey games used to get crazy. Yeah. Like they got the riot shield over the bench, the opponent bench. You'll see them. Yeah. Yeah,
Like the soccer game?
stuff. Yeah, nah, basketball games.
No, but like the soccer game.
Yeah, like how they have the little riot shield stuff so you can't get hit.
I never knew why that was.
Yeah, that's because of the fans. It get rowdy. And when they going and chanting and everybody swaying, smoke bombs going off, flares and stuff, and then you just silence them and they ain't got nothing, that's the best feeling. That's the best feeling. Yeah, and you walk up out of there with that dub. It's over.
It's funny how they get so quiet, huh?
Real quiet.
Now talk to me, you are a big avid supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement. What did that movement mean for you as a leader in the WNBA?
I mean, everything. And the fact that our league was able to allow us to demonstrate our protests meant everything to me, because it's affecting my community. It's affecting me, my family. I've had friends. I've been pulled over before, and it wasn't the best experience, but and it's a scary thing, and it's something that people don't want to talk about. They don't want to acknowledge.
Right.
But that movement, it meant everything to all of us. Majority of the league is us anyway. So it's just having that support and being able to demonstrate that protest, that meant everything to us when the world was crazy, because it's bigger than basketball. Like, I want my son to be able to grow up and be able to be whoever he want to be, live his life, and go about his day knowing that, he gonna make it home safe. Yeah. That's my goal. That's my wishes. But yeah, being able to support and do what we did and what we're still doing, that meant a lot.
Yeah. Now, take me through this process, and you mentioned it briefly with your OG, so to speak. Why have women needed to go overseas to play in that league rather than just staying in America and playing only for that league?
Well, overseas, they're willing to pour into us. Our salaries are definitely higher. I had $1 million contract in Russia. Went to China my first year in China. I think I was like around 5 or 6, and was definitely not making that in the W. if I was only playing W, I would have had to find something else to do. Find another job, go coach, in the off season. The lifestyle that we were living, being able to support my family, have the things I need for my body, that takes some bread. It takes a lot, like to pour into yourself to give a good product. So for us to go overseas, we got these teams that's pouring all this into us, private planes. Hell, my team had multiple planes we flew on. We were going far, we had the big plane. We got a quick trip, we taking the jet. And then we had an old military plane that they had turned into it was lavish on the inside. Steaks, wine, drinks after the game. They treated us like we were in the NBA. We had that lifestyle. We stayed in the best hotels, food. I didn't have to worry about eating. They were supplying food, great food too. Yeah. It's just a different level over there.
I think it's extremely important to kind of speak about that because as one athlete, that's not my normalcy. I've always had the creme de la creme of experiences because of the fruits of the labor of either college football or the NFL. And when you hear these different things and it's like, you mean to tell me you have to go to China and you have to go to Russia or you have to go to other different countries to play, and now you understand why. It's because everybody's circumstance is completely different, but we all have responsibilities that we have. So a typical year in that realm, early on in your career, look like what?
Had the WNBA season. We get done around October-ish. The season was a little bit shorter back then. You get done in October. In your contract, I had I think I had about 20 days to get over there. After my last WNBA game, to get over to my overseas team because they didn't already started. If you're on a good team, it's about 6 months overseas. So I would just go right over because they already playing. I'm trying to go right on into my next season. So I would take maybe 2-3 days, get my stuff together, pack, get my food, my snacks, and then I'm over there playing until May. Our training camp starts in May. So if you go all the way to the championship, especially in Russia, France, Turkey, you're going right into your next season. And don't let it be Olympic year for a lot of us. So me, D, and a lot of others, we got Olympics in the middle of that. I had 2 days off one time in a year. Legit. I'm working
That's a
year
lot of wear and
round.
tear on your body.
Yeah.
And a lot, it's crazy because for basketball players, you may not have the physicality of football where it's a physical sport. But when you jump constantly up and down, running down the court, you got an ankle twist.
Stopping on down.
It's a lot of physical toll on the body.
Yes, it is. It's a lot. Overseas is physical too. You get away with a lot more over there. Especially being American and those leagues over there, you're probably not gonna get all the calls. So it's definitely way more physical over there. So, that wear and tear is a lot on our body. Yeah. The mental strain on being on go, always going, you're missing out on family things. I'm missing out on every life.
What was the time difference?
It was 12, 13. So, it's night and day, basically. I'm staying up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning so I could talk to my wife. She's in law school. So, it's already, we have days where we only talk maybe an hour.
Minutes.
Maybe.
That's nuts.
And that's straining it because I'm either up late, got a game and practice the next day early, or she's up late and got class.
That's nuts. Okay. Did you learn a different language? No. So how does...
I tried.
I think the humanistic in me has so many questions. It's how do you manage that? Because you're living over there for, what'd you say, 6 months?
About 6 months. But let me say, the good thing about it is you get to turn off too, though. I loved going overseas because I got to turn off social media. You still got social media, but it's a time difference. It's not all
what's popping
right
in real time. It's 3 a.m. over there.
I don't know what's going on the news. It could be a serial killer loose. And I'm oh, it's a great day.
Yeah.
I have no worries because I don't know really what's going on. The demand is different. There's not a lot of media. With your team here, you got obligations. You got to do interviews here. You got to do that. Team event, community outreach, which great things, amazing, but then it is nice to just go to the gym, practice, come home, no more obligations. Ain't nobody calling my phone. I ain't gotta talk to nobody. Everybody sleep. Like, so there is a piece of like,
solitude.
yeah, and you find that.
So let's talk about February 17th, 2022. There's been a lot of speculations. There have been a lot that have came from the event, but from the horse's mouth, what happened? Take us through it.
On my way back overseas, had my little Valentine's Day, had rushed that, getting done with COVID, getting over that, getting back to my team, about to make this run for EuroLeague and Russian League. Go through the airport, made it through New York, got to Moscow, made it through the first checkpoint, and now I'm going to my domestic changeover so I can get to Ekaterinburg. They asked me, I'm going through security, they asked me to go through, put my bag on the thing. I'm like, all right, cool, throw my stuff on there, go through. They tell me to open it up, cartridge. Found a THC cartridge in my bag. So that was it. That was when my life changed right there in that moment. Everything dropped. I'm just like, how is this in my bag right now in this moment? A lot of people wanted to speculate that I was just taking it over there. I was trying to smuggle in a empty cartridge, basically, half empty cartridge to a season where I don't know what I was gonna be able to do with it because they test. EuroLeague, Russian League, they testing us. We going into playoffs. There is no you get to fail over there. If you fail over there, you're done. That $1 million contract, it's a wrap. There's no slap on the wrist. There's no drug protocol program. There's no any of that. So I'm not about to mess up this bag for my family, especially over a little cartridge.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But yeah, that's basically what happened on that day. My life changed and I got detained.
But as it's happening, like me and my partners, like, when did your body get warm? Like, something ain't right.
The moment those doors open, first off, I knew something was off because I've been through this airport a million of times. They've never had this many people working, both sides. And then the crazy thing was, everybody that did not look Russian was going through the metal detectors and going through the screening. Everybody that looked Russian was just walking through the middle, just going on about their business.
So you felt targeted?
I definitely felt like either I was personally targeted or being targeted because I'm not Russian.
Yeah. I look at this situation and I'm saying, like, you had a lot of things working against you specifically. Those lists are you're Black, you're a woman, you're queer, you look different, and you're American. You're tall. It's so much that's like, hold on.
Olympian, we got one.
Oh,
That's the one we want to get.
But did you sense amongst the people who are checking you, right, the officers or, what have you, that it was like, okay, we got us one, and we're going to make sure that we're going to use you as an example?
Oh yeah, definitely felt that. Especially once they had found what they found and they had me just basically sitting off to the side. When I say they were coming out looking at me, going back in, coming back out, smiling, going back in, getting other people, like it was a show. Like it was a spectacle. Like you could tell like some phone calls, something had been said, made, they realized who I was at that point, really realized, and you knew like it was a spectacle. And then once I was in the system over there, being transported around and stuff, like you could tell.
So when you got detained, take me through that process.
So they took me, they stopped me, they took the cartridges. They had a duty-free worker and two of the security people take me to a public bathroom to do like a body search of me, brought me back, had me sign some paperwork that all in Russian, not being translated, nothing is being said, but I'm being told that you just got to do this. Like there's no. I didn't feel like if I would have said no to signing these papers, I was more worried about what was going to happen on the back end.
You would have made matters worse.
100%. And I'm still thinking like, okay, this they gonna figure this out. Like and a piece of me, I'm like, we gonna figure this
Not me.
out. Like it can't be. It's not like this ain't no Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
This ain't we not
You
talking.
ain't Griselda over here. Like, what are we talking about? Now, is the offense something that should be taken serious?
100%.
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
But like, let's really look at this right here, right now. So I'm thinking like this is gonna get worked out. So I signed the paperwork. They put me in a regular car. It was some little hatchback, looked like a Honda CRV, like a little hatchback, old school car. Took me to a building next to the airport. Now there's 2 guards in the blue camo with guns and all that. That's just watching me. I have no more freedom of movement. I can't do nothing. The 2 guys, they take me to the bathroom. When I gotta go to the bathroom, they bring me back. I'm waiting on a lawyer at this point that I've never met. He finally gets there and basically tells me, yeah, they're gonna take you. My first question to him, I was just like, how bad is this? Like what are we like? Just give me worst case scenario. He started throwing out numbers like 10, 15. I'm like, wait, years? Like 10, 15 years? Yeah, I got that feeling. I got that. I'm sick. I'm like, ain't no way. He's like, don't worry, don't panic.
Don't panic.
We're gonna figure this out. I'm looking at him.
Wait a minute.
You just said 10, 15.
I'm talking about hours at most.
Like, nah.
Then heaven forbid, you're
Years.
talking about days. Like, let's put this in
Years.
perspective here. You're talking about years?
Years. So they take me. I'm thinking I'm going to, like the county jail or whatever. They started driving me all around Moscow. They take me to this little clinic in some back street where the doctor is basically calling me a drug addict, telling me I'm a drug addict. I'm taking a piss test basically. So I do that, negative, not positive, comes back negative.
But how do you know it was negative?
I found out later.
Okay.
I found out that it was negative later, but I knew it was gonna be negative because I'm going back to play in the tournament. I'm about to get tested. Like,
Yes.
what? Then they take me to another hospital to do COVID tests. They take me to another hospital to do respiratory, exam. And then they try to take me somewhere else. Some didn't work out. And then they finally take me, end of the day, it's nighttime now. Full day of just being took around.
Right.
Standing in the cold while they smoke cigarettes before we go in the building. I'm just standing there, handcuffed. Everybody walking by, I'm just handcuffed there in the cold while they smoking, taking a smoke break. And then they proceed to go check me in. And I get put in basically solitary.
Did you or were you able to make a phone call?
Nah, ain't no phone call right there. We waiting on the lawyer to figure out which jail they're gonna even take me to. Like, he don't even know which one I'm going to, which is even more scary because I'm in this country, I'm detained, no rights, lawyer don't know, family don't know where I'm at, lawyer don't even know where I'm about to get took to. He has to figure it out first, and then he's gonna get to me, which is days later.
Let's talk about that because while prepping, this all happened on February 17th. The world didn't find out until March.
Yep.
I can't make this comical, nor should I make this comical. This is something extremely serious that how and what was your mental, like after the day, okay, after the second day, it's like, okay, the third day, what are we doing here?
I'm in this room, I don't have anything. Like, I have 2, 3 shirts. I have my jacket, I got my sweats, I got my Nike.
So you're
boots.
still in what you...
Oh yeah, you in regular clothes. I didn't get a prison uniform until I actually made it to prison at the end of my like trial. Like,
So you have, I'm asking the obvious, but you haven't showered.
no shower, no toilet paper, no toothbrush, no nothing. Like toilet in the room is a hole. It's feces, urine over everything. I have to take a shirt. I found a little rough piece, a little sharp piece of metal, so I could like cut it. So I ripped it into like a couple of different pieces. So I had the piece that like I used to like wipe my like body with the sink water, and then I had a piece that I used to like clean myself, and that's just what I had for like first like few days. It was the nastiest I've ever felt and been in my life. Like, I felt worse than a damn stray dog. Hell, at least stray dog get some food every now and again. Like, get something. Like, I didn't feel like a human. Like, trying to be strong. I got a little Sudoku book that I had with me when they took me. So, like, I'm writing in it. Like, I knew what day it was, so I would write the date, and I would write a little something, like how I'm feeling, what happened, trying to keep track of the day. If I get a glimpse of the time, I write the time down and try to like keep up with the time.
Stay mentally sane.
Yeah, like I'm doing little Sudoku puzzles and stuff, trying to like just keep myself busy.
What are they feeding you?
So for breakfast, you get grishka, which is basically like buckwheat, like grain, but they would put it in milk. It's like just in milk. Like, I don't know, I don't even think that's supposed to go together. But that's what you got. You get noodles and milk. I don't know why milk was like a big thing in the morning, the breakfast time. Or you would get like this thick porridge that was like cement. Breakfast or lunchtime, you would get these 2 plastic containers, like little Tupperware containers. One of them had like a broth, super oily broth with like pieces of meat and the grishka buckwheat floating in it. And then the other one was like a rice, but not a rice, some kind of grain. It really wasn't that edible. So first 4 or 5 days, I really didn't eat, honestly, anything. Dinner, you ought, no matter what, this across the board, county jail, prison, no matter what. If you're incarcerated at any kind of standpoint, it's a little piece of fish that's more bone than meat, and they put it on some potatoes, some like powdered potatoes. That the ratio is always off. If it's too much powder, not enough water, too much water, not enough powder. That was your dinner. So I was starving.
Were you in a, like, what type of jail were you in? Was it female? Was it male? Was it unisex?
It was unisex. So at first, that little county holding jail before I went to my detention center, it was unisex, basically. Like, they had everybody in there. And you see everybody, too. Because when I first got there, the guard, I'll never forget him, he had jacked up teeth. I hated that man. He used to, like, just do stuff to torment us, like, just psychological stuff, waking us up at night and stuff, like, just weird stuff. He opened up the mail tank for me to go into. And the other guard was like, nah, like...
What?
Like, no, and close the door and then open up the other door for me to go in. I think he was being funny. I guess he was trying to be funny. He was always laughing at us and doing like weird shit. So, yeah, and I looked at him like, I ain't going up in there. We gonna have to fight. Like, cause I'm not going in that tank. I'm not going up in that tank.
And how many men were in that tank? If you
like 4 or 5 of them up in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but they'll put you in a men's prison. Like, you'll be in your own room, but you'll be like, I was in a couple of men's prisons.
You was isolated to your own. And were you the only person, or did you have to share your confines with somebody?
At first, I was by myself. Then they finally moved me into a room with other women. And there was one time I was in this room with this one chick, and they don't separate people. There's no segregation. There's no like crimes, like.
Yeah. So you don't know if you in there with a murderer.
Well, yeah, I did know. Yeah. So yeah, like basically everybody in for either murder or drugs over there. Like that's like they number two things, like it's murder and drugs. But I had a cellmate in the very beginning. I thought something was off with her. She acted like a child, but she was like grown woman. But she very much acted like a adolescent child. And then she had like burn marks all over herself. And I found out after the fact that she was selling videos online of her husband and her child together. And that's who they had me in a cell with. And the burn marks was the girls. There's not a lot of torturing from inmates with girls, like on the women's side, but if you in there for something like that, yeah, you gonna get tortured. And they would put their cigarettes out on her and make her sleep at the door too. But I was in a cell with her, and I was mad when I found out about it, because I'm just like, not knowing that they don't separate people, I'm like, well, I don't want them to think that I'm in here for this crime.
Yeah.
Because like, don't associate me with that one. But so yeah, I didn't really sleep at night because she'd be over there singing and doing weird stuff at night. So I'm just like not even sleeping at first.
Even if you could, what was the light that kept you going? Because I ain't gonna lie, right? Interesting fact about me. I was incarcerated in my life for 2 days. It felt like a lifetime. Mm-hmm. I'm not proud of it. It happened. Mm-hmm. And I only can imagine, you are in another country, there's a language barrier. Mm-hmm. Your safety is breached at this particular point because they've already handled you in a way where, you know, a stray has more rights than you at this particular point. But mentally, how are you able to still find the power to keep going? Or what was the grace that you probably needed to search down deep to find for yourself?
Thinking about my wife. Like, I know she ain't gonna give up trying to get me back. My dad, my mom, I can only imagine what they was going through. Cause I mean, I hit some times where I was just like, man, bump this. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Like, I can't do this. Like, this is just, it's too much. You know, and I looked around the cell, I saw a few ways where I could end it all, you know, and just thinking about like, well, damn, they probably won't even get my body back. They probably do some dirty stuff, you know, like, and I'm gonna put my family through that. So like that kept that at bay, you know, and then just being strong. I remember my dad sharing stories with me about the war and when he was over there and the things that he had saw, and like walking through the jungle and his buddies just, you know, not there 1 minute, not there the next minute, and some of the horror things he had shared with me. And I'm like, well, shit, he got through that. I mean, I can get through this. Like, I ain't in the jungle. At least, I mean, I got a concrete steel bed, you know, regardless if it's uncomfortable or not, it could be worse. I could be getting shot at right now, you know? So like, I would just think of stuff like that where like, I'm like, even though it was really bad, I was like, it could be worse. So like, just one foot in front of the other, endure and get through.
But like, respectfully,
yeah,
it don't get no worse than that. Like that is really one of those situations that you're like, bro, I'm thinking #1 player in the nation coming out of high school, a phenom of an athlete, the first of her kind, #1 player drafted, a person who is still exceptional, all-star player, not to even think in 2 million years that here you are, America's darling, America's poster child, is detained in a prison in a country that don't have the best rapport with. How did we get here?
Yeah, I mean, I ask myself that too a lot. Like, it's just one bad choice of rushing and packing my bags and throwing all my shit in my bags and being careless. ended up being this whole for NASCO, like just this whole ordeal. My whole life being drugged through the media now. I'm getting drugged through the media. Parents getting drugged, like family having to deal with that, reporters and stuff. Wife can't even go home to our house because they pulling up at the house. We getting hate, she getting hate mail at the time, like all this stuff about like, I should be dead, she should be dead, parents should strangle me at birth. And like, I mean, these are the things that I still get. I mean, I was getting that when that first video of me dunking in high school, I started getting, you know, you gay, black, and like, you know, like I was getting stuff back then. So it's just all of it is kind of like piling in. It seems like it's too much, but I mean, what else choice do I have? I ain't had no other choice. Like I just had to figure it out day by day.
So let's go back to this. You hand wrote a letter to President Biden from prison. You said in part these words, "Please don't forget about me." What were you feeling as you were writing? What were the emotions? And what was that process?
I mean, I was teared up writing that damn letter, honestly, because I really did feel like that. Like, I mean, I know how easy it is to something traumatic to happen. Yeah. And then, hate to say it, traumatic stuff happens every single day. And it's so easy for it to build, and then that first one kind of starts getting forgot about because there's so much other stuff going on that I was like, I hope I don't, you know, end up in the back of that file cabinet. Like, hopefully I'm not forgot about. Like, hopefully, you know, I'm still on the forefront of the mind, because, I mean, that's happening. You still got a whole country to run, you know, things to do. It's a lot going on. So I'm just hoping that I stay at that forefront. Like, I was at my lowest, desperate, just, I'm at your disposal, honestly, is what I kind of felt like.
And even during that time, what point did you write the letter? Because granted, I'm at the point now where it's like you're at day 2, day 3, like you're in the transition phase, you know. At what point did it kind of register like, oh, I can't get out of this? This is...
When I got to that detention center, honestly, when I was at that detention center, right before the detention center, when the war broke out, when the war got declared, I was like, I ain't going home. I was like, these wars be lasting years over here, especially like these conflicts. I was like, ain't no way I'm about to get traded with this going on, especially with what's going on, what they doing in Ukraine and everything. Like, I was like, this gonna be a long haul. I was like, I gotta be an inmate. Like, I had to make the switch. Like, that hope that I had, the hope was the most dangerous thing. Cause like every time you get let down, it's just like you getting kicked from underneath your feet every single time. I had to give up on hope. Like, I had to, like, you're an inmate, be an inmate.
And just so for people to understand, the war that you're referring to is when Russia invaded Ukraine, right? I don't even know how war in America works, let alone in another country.
No.
So uncertainty ain't even a word in this particular point. Yeah. It's like, yo, how do I survive? How do I, like, the things that we take for granted in this type of situation, just to be able to say, hey, yo, can somebody go get me some water? Hey, can somebody, like, I need a lighter from, something that easy for you is like, hey, excuse me, sir, ma'am, you're an inmate.
Yeah.
You have zero respect.
Yeah.
You are
and they don't speak English.
They
don't. They don't even try to like
to empathize
to
with
like
you.
work with me on trying to figure out something.
Like,
if it
you're a
wasn't for my
scum. You're a
cellmate,
peasant. You're beneath me. You're like, you're here. Like, you're scum.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of them looked at you too.
But you're not. You're Brittney Griner. Like, you are people's idol. Like, you are the tip of the spear. And in one day, one decision, one mistake, one careless act cost you your freedom.
Yep.
And it could have happened to anybody.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? And I think that's what people don't understand. Because when I'm hearing you talk, it's like, yo, I'm Russian, I'm, the humanistic, man, bro, I just came from, celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm excited to see my wife. I'm excited to see my family. And then boom, 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 I got to get up and go. And it's like, oh, boop, 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 get that. Okay, did I leave that? Okay, where my phone at? All right, got my phone there. And a process that happens time and time again, and you're realizing like, hold on, something ain't right.
No.
And for me, I don't travel by myself. Or if I do travel by myself, there's people that know certain things. I have assistants. I have, people that's like, yo, hey, the driver's down there right now. Everything good? Did you get your bags? They're at gate 8. Blah, blah, blah. I've lived this life for so long that I don't know where I would be without my support system. Yeah. Even though I found comfort and solitude with being alone, I still need certain parameters that's in place. So when you think about that and the situation that you're in, what time frame did it come to where you did write the president? Like, do you remember? What week, what month, what?
That letter definitely didn't come early on. I had been in there for a little minute before that letter came out. I want to say I was in the middle of my trial, honestly. Like, looking back on it now, I want to say I was in, like, middle, maybe towards the end of my trial when I wrote that letter, I believe. I try to forget, try to X out a lot that has happened, honestly, but I want to say I was in the middle of my trial, though, when I wrote that letter.
Now, to mention any trauma, because God knows what comes or came from this, what has been the most traumatic thing about that whole situation?
Just the ripple effect that it's had on not just my life, but like my wife's life as well. When I got back, we had to sell the house. Like, it wasn't safe to go back to that house because the type of mail that we were getting to that address, it just, like, we couldn't be there anymore. So I came back. They had assigned 2 security guards to me, and we were in a, like, safe house, I guess you call it. And then just dealing with that, and there's been a lot of things that has happened because of that, we got to move differently now a little bit with certain things. And I just think that ripple effect of it just affecting our lives and throwing us off. Like, I was going to retire from overseas ball that year. Honestly, I didn't even want to go back, but I wanted to, finish what I started, get that championship, and I went ahead and went back. We were planning on, starting our family a little bit earlier. It's just so much that has gotten pushed back and had to wait because of that. And then dealing with all the hate that has came from it and is still there now to this day. I think that's been like the biggest part of it all.
Shout out to Sherelle. Yes. But let's talk about what did Sherelle and, the league's advocacy mean to you during those 10 months? And we remember seeing those Free BG shirts on the court. What are the things that she did behind the scenes, as well as with the help of the support system of the WNBA, of the government, that really kind of propelled you to be in the best situation possible?
Shout out to my wife. On top of everything she was doing, all the interviews, keeping me in the forefront of everybody's minds, going to, countless visits to the White House, going to galas for Bring Our Families Home, and, spreading that awareness and putting my name out there as well more so people, don't forget. She was also graduating law school, passing the bar. Like, she was balancing all that, which is already a lot in itself, on top of all my stuff. And she's not a in front of a camera person. Like, she's like, that's your world, like, she's like, you got that. But her having to do that, it meant a lot to me. The league, the player union, standing behind her, doing activations at All-Star, Steph and Skylar, my former teammate in Phoenix, and Steph at the ESPYs using their time and their voice to spread awareness. It was a lot going on behind the scenes, and my lawyer would print out little pictures and things to show me when he would come visit, let me know there are people working for you, people are trying and giving you support, and it would give me a little bit of peace, because I'm just like, all right, like people ain't forgetting about me, like they trying what they can. I was super grateful for that. It was weird in a sense too, like seeing your name on the court, seeing your name on people's shirts like that. Normally when you start seeing stuff like that, someone gone. So it was kind of weird in the sense of because I was gone, but not
definitely gone.
Not all the way.
Now you wasn't deceased.
Yeah, I wasn't deceased.
You were getting treatment as if you were.
Yeah. So it was kind of weird in a sense, but then at the same time, I was like, I didn't know I touched that many people's lives either. It's people that I had never even met before, never seen, and they're speaking on me and my character and what just me being a basketball player did for them.
Yeah.
And I always knew it was bigger than basketball, but that let me really know, okay, I must really be doing something right for this many people to come to my aid.
Yeah, I think as we keep talking about this whole thing, I cannot get over the thought that you were there for months, and I'm like, all right, were there any relationships that you did garner while being in prison, with people, and what was that like?
So Alana was, she was heaven sent. She was one of my cellmates at the detention center where I spent a lot of my time at that detention center. She would write my applications for basically commissary. So they would come around with these pieces of paper with just a bunch of stuff on it. It's all in Russian, prices, everything. You have to write what it is you want, how much you want, and there's some things you got to put on the paper as well. I couldn't do none of that. One, I don't know Russian, can't read it, can't write it. So I didn't even know this process. She was one that told me about it. So she would write all my stuff for me. I got sick in the cell one time, she banging on the door, for hours, banging on the door, hitting the emergency button, for them to come, which they take their sweet time. That emergency button don't mean nothing. What else she do? Her dad, for my birthday, I had a birthday over there. Her dad brought me a cake, brought me a little cake. For my birthday, it's little small things that make me feel good. Selling drugs.
Okay.
COVID hit, and
I shouldn't even ask that question.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's either drugs or
I get it.
They killed their husband or something like that. The domestic violence was a big thing over there. So
yeah, the human side of me wants to know this. In your honest opinion, take Brittney Griner out of this situation. If you, or in this situation, if it was LeBron James, if it was Lewis Hamilton, if it was Steph Curry, or even a Cam Newton, right? Do you think you would have been out sooner, or would the public reaction been different?
Yes, I definitely think the public reaction would have been different. I think if I would have been, I didn't have this appearance like this. I was a little bit more what they would want to call feminine, and, that helpless damsel in distress. I definitely think it would have been different as well, too. I think the media and the public reaction would have been different. They wouldn't automatically, wrote me off as a drug addict, a druggie, delinquent. I think it would have been a different standpoint. And as you said, yourself and Bron and all them, I definitely think it would have been a different calling, for sure.
Now, let's keep it a buck, right? This is Funky Friday,
No,
right? Are you a drug addict?
no, hell no. Can't be a drug addict and play at the level that we play at. Like, I mean, I don't, at least I don't think somebody could be.
Like it's so much that people put on you as a villain.
No.
Not to know that you have a family, not to know that you're human, not to give the respect of you being a hardworking citizen, no matter how much money you make or don't make. We all have our trials and tribulations. There are certain fixated ideas that a man or woman may have of a person like yourself, like myself, that it's just not true, right? The reality of it is, granted, what is it, THC? Like, that's cool, and I get it. But don't put me in that realm as if to say,
Yeah.
others aren't like me. And that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
I think what you've endured is definitely something that's over what the punishment should have been. Like, granted, that same situation, if John Doe or Jane Doe sees that driving down a street of any city in America, nothing of that magnitude even happens.
No.
So for that to be the case, I think it is extremely important for people to understand, like, let's put this in reason. Like, you can paint me as, but all those are thoughts that are not true.
No.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I definitely get it. People's perspective definitely is off on it. Like, it doesn't match at all.
Yeah. Now let's talk about when you found out that you would be released in a prisoner swap, which is
Crazy.
crazy.
Never saw that trade happen.
Like, you talking about trades. Like, golly. What happened the moment American officials came and got you from the tarmac?
So, I mean, the trade took a little minute to happen too on the back end, on my end. Like, I had to get transferred from the penal colony to the men's prison in Moscow, and I got checked into there. I knew I was getting traded, but the way they were treating me and their one little last play to terrorize me or mess with me, because when they were checking me in, they had me stripped down butt naked in front of a room of like probably about 7, 8 men. And they had the Polaroid, and they got me spinning in a circle while they like taking photos, right, of my tattoos, because my tattoos are, whatever they are. That was their last little, I guess, addict to mess with me. But
Hazing addict.
Yeah, basically hazing me. But I got picked up in a van by five guys, got the mask on, big, Jack Stroll, like they're special forces, I guess, whatever they were. They take me to an airplane in Moscow, to an airport. I didn't even know they was there, honestly. I never even seen that airport. I get on a plane, we take off, and we land in, Dagestan, I think it was, at first, to refuel, and then go to Abu Dhabi so I can get switched. I'm in the back with the big guys, and there's a bunch
Yoke squad.
Yeah, big guys, real big, okay? Playing no games. But one of them, he want to be funny guy. He's like, oh, your husband's waiting on you, when you get back. And I'm like, nah, I ain't got no husband. I said, my wife. He's like, wife? I'm like, yeah, my wife. Like, I'm a lesbian, bro. Come on. Like, that's like, what are we talking about here?
Look at me.
And, the other guy, he's like, oh, no, don't mind him. He's looking for a visa. Like, you ain't gonna get it over here, bro. You barking up the wrong tree.
This road don't go that way.
I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing? Like, I hood on, I'm back over here. I'm trying to go back to sleep. They trying to offer me to eat. They like, we got food. They said they got steak. I'm like, no, I'm not about to get poisoned before I go home because I don't trust y'all. So we land. I see the other plane on the other side. I know it's an American plane. I see the American flag on it. I'm just like, all right, home is close. Roger Carson comes over to over to the plane, sees me, tells me like, hey, you know, I'm gonna go get their guy. They're gonna bring you off. We're gonna do a swap. We're gonna go straight to the plane, and then we're gonna go to London to refuel, and then to San Antonio to the military base. I'm like, I don't care where we go.
Let's go.
As long as it's the US of A, okay? And so we do the swap. We're walking towards each other.
So you see him?
Oh yeah, I see him. We shake hands. They cut the film. We shook hands. Like it was a simultaneous kind of like
A switch.
shake of hands, and he wished me luck and said, glad I was going home. I said, I'm glad you're going home too. And I went about my business, and then we left. We made one little pit stop to some people that were high up Abu Dhabi that made this, you know, possible. Shook their hands, thanked them. They said if I ever wanted to come here, I could. I'm just like, I appreciate you. In my mind, I'm like, I don't plan on leaving the country ever again.
Ever.
I'm good. We got beaches right at the US of A. I'm good. And yeah, I got on the plane and that was it. Like we got out of there. Like that was a wrap. Still didn't feel safe though until I got on that US soil.
How do you respond to people who question if the worth of the exchange was equivalent? Like
I want to ask, like, how do you even come up with the formula to say what is
equal?
Like, what are we saying? Like, it's basically based off your opinion and what you feel. Like, it's not off of anything in particular. Granted, he was already towards the end of his sentence anyway. Like, from what I remember, he didn't have a lot of time. He served basically most of his time already anyway.
Which was how much, if you don't mind me asking?
It was more than my 9.
Yeah.
He was in there for a little minute.
Yeah.
He was in there for a little minute. Granted,
But he wasn't you.
His time was different from my time served. I know that because they said he was painting pictures and doing artwork and all that. This slave work. Like we working in the factory. We in Fabrica. We cutting. We making military equipment.
That's what they had y'all do.
Oh yeah, no, it's working. Sun up to sun. Once you get to that penal colony, you're working, no matter what. You better be dying, and you're still working. Like, yeah.
I gotta ask, have you left the country since being back?
No, I have not left this country, and I do not plan on leaving this country at all. I don't even want to go down to Cabo for a little bit. I'll go to Miami. I'll go anywhere.
I don't blame you. Like it's.
I'm good.
Were you able, do you go through therapy because of this?
Oh, I definitely did. I went through a lot of therapy, and then I thought at one point when I started back playing that I just needed a break, and I needed to just go somewhere. I needed to go to a facility or something and just really work on myself and just work on PTSD, the terrors, all that. And that was probably my worst decision because I didn't pick a place that was really for me, which is kind of hard to find a place where, you know,
What
like,
do you mean?
Like I went to this facility, but it was more for, it was like AA kind of thing. And I was like, I don't have a drinking problem.
Okay.
I'm dreaming about being in Russia in prison.
Yeah, your
being
trauma
took.
is rooted by PTSD of what you've experienced. rather
Yeah,
than-
so it didn't really help
You didn't
me.
have
and then they took
an
all your
addiction.
stuff. You know, you're in a room, you don't have no phone. Like I felt like I was kind of back
Again.
in prison again. Like I called my security and I was like, I don't care if you got to blow down the gates, get me out of here. Like
How
or
long
I'm
was
leaving.
that?
I didn't last a day.
Yeah.
I didn't even last a day. Like I was like, oh hell no. I was already looking on how to get up out of there. Like how the road that led to the gate to leave, I was already scoping that out. Like I know that was the worst thing I could have did.
And this was in America.
It was in America.
Did
yeah.
we not, and I'm sorry, but did we not read the scouting report to what this situation was, ladies and gentlemen? Because enclosed areas, let's not do that.
Yeah,
Not-
I should have did a little bit more research on that place. But I mean, in my mind, I thought like, okay, this will be good. Like I could get away,
Yeah.
you know, like, but nah, I got away in a different way. Like I just counselors, therapists, medication for a little bit to help me. Cause like when I say like I would fake go to sleep with my wife, she'd go to sleep and I'd wake back up and like I'd just be all off around the house. Cause I didn't want to keep her up. And then she's dealing, like she's trying to, you know, get back to her normal too. Like I didn't want to put all my stuff on her as well. So I would just like act like I was sleeping and get up and then just be up all night.
It's one of those things where I'm hearing a repeat by just listening to you. You've masked a lot of your emotions.
Yeah.
And from a person who not necessarily battles depression, but goes through mental ebbs and flows, right? What is your tactic of releasing that type of mental tension on just your mind, body, and soul?
I have these, I call them releases. Like I'll have these moments where like I'll be talking to my wife or my therapist or something, or like I just need to get it out. Like I just need to just flush out what I'm thinking. Sometimes I just needed somebody to tell me, yeah, no, that wasn't okay. Because I use humor a lot. Like I would joke a lot while I was over there. I would try to like make jokes about things like not having water. Like they had no water. We were drinking the water out the sink in the bathroom that was clouded. It looked like you had poured powdered milk in it. Like that's what we had to drink because there was no clean water. Like it was coming out rusted sinks and shit. Like I would make jokes about it. And like one day my wife was just like, that's not funny. Like that's really not okay though. Like that's not right. And I was just like, yeah, nah, I guess you're right. You know, like, and I would start talking about it a little bit more. And like, I would have like this dump of emotions. And then afterwards I would feel better, you know? So like I would do these little dumps of emotions with my counselor. I'd call her up, basically had her on speed dial. I'd call her up, talk to her. Had a trainer in Phoenix that I would talk to sometimes. Like she would just see like I wasn't all right. She'd pull me to the side and like I would just like kind of like just dump, have a moment, and then kind of mask it and then go out there and play a game and hoop and smile and take photos and try to get back to my normal life. But it helped. It helped me that way.
Do you feel normal?
I feel my new normal. Like my older normal is like that innocence, and then once you lose your innocence, like, you know, you're kind of like just like that adult, I guess. Like I kind of lost that what I thought was my kiddie normal, like that's gone. So now I got my new normal that I've embraced, you know?
And how long did it take you to find that?
Definitely took longer than that first year back. I would say about on my second year of being back out. And now I feel like I'm at a really good place. I haven't had any like moments of like break anymore.
No flare-ups or
I haven't had any more flare-ups. Yeah, no more tremors. And then it was hard when I got back, just getting back in the plane, because like my body was different. Like I had gained weight that I had never gained before in my life. Like I got to a point, I was weighing 260 out there trying to hoop. I was 260 at one point. It didn't like, you could see it.
Yeah.
You could see it, but it didn't look like a real 260, but you could see it. Like people didn't know, and I just started talking about this here recently, but like I was starving myself like on game days because I was trying to like lose weight any way I could because I just hated looking in the mirror. Like it was just bad. Like I wouldn't eat before the game, after the game. Like everybody thought I was eating, I wasn't. Like it was like I felt like I just didn't feel like myself. Like my normal day-to-day was different.
This was prior to you going to prison.
This is once I got back from prison. Once I got back from prison, like this is like everything I was dealing with, like media, getting pulled here, doing this interview, everybody want to talk about it. Like just what had happened to me. And then once I was kind of getting through that, just seeing myself and knowing what my athlete body looks like it was tough.
I guess, what would your message be to the families of Americans that are still overseas? Because, you know, you are one of many.
Yes.
And do you feel responsible, or do you feel a responsibility to keep that advocacy going?
100%. I definitely feel responsible. Like I'm a part of something that I hope no one ever has to feel. And to those families, don't give up hope, because when you start giving up hope, we can sense that. Like we can sense it when we over there. Like, keep going. Do not stop. Like, we have to keep going. We have to keep talking about it. I have to keep using my media, my status, my voice, to bring awareness. Because a lot of people, like I told people when I got back, just look up your hometown, look up where you from, look up your state, and just see how many people from your state is locked up overseas, like wrongfully detained, and you'll be surprised. Like, somebody from your area might just be from there. Like, and it could hit a little bit closer to home. Calling congressmen and women, calling on the president to do what he can, writing local officials. Like, it's just so much that we can do, because it's you just got to keep it at the forefront. Got to put pressure. Got to apply pressure.
Now, on a lighter note, you mentioned your baby boy Bash.
Yeah.
How has becoming a parent changed your perspective on just everything?
Everything I thought that matters doesn't matter. Things that I was stressing about, it don't matter. The only thing that matters is he healthy? Does he feel loved? And does he have everything he needs? Like, I have a hard day at practice or a loss. Not saying that loss doesn't matter, because it does. But when I get home, how I used to let it just sit on me, and I'm kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm human, I'm an athlete. Like, if I get a loss, I might funk up the mood in the house, just a little bit.
The energy is gonna be a little off.
It's gonna be off.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to be kiki kaka.
And you're not gonna be kiki and kaka around me either.
Facts. But now I
keep
walk
that
in
to a
that
minute.
house. I walk in that house and I see him come teeter-tottering over there.
How old is he now?
He is 11 months. He will be a year on the 8th.
He's walking?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He is walking. Like, walking.
Man, my baby girl, was she 18 months, little Tweety Bird? She just started walking.
Yeah, nah.
Clunking around like her mama.
Yeah.
Stomping. I always tease her. She's like, my girl, she a comedian.
Okay.
So she got all the jokey jokes.
All the jokey jokes.
And I'm saying, all right, you got all them jokey jokes. Now you got another one in the oven. And you got, these kids. And it's like, all right, let's keep them jokes to a minimum. We always call it like the K-legs. I'm like, you better hope that little girl or what you brewing don't got no K-legs. Because, boy, oh boy, it's one of them situations. Do you plan, or what would be your process to get him involved in sports?
Introduce him to it, put him in it, see what he likes. I'm a firm believer in multiple sports. I feel like volleyball and basketball and soccer helped me in basketball. So, I just want him to do something, be active. I want to put some sports that I never would put in front of me in front of him. Like, I'm gonna put golf in front of him. And you want to try hockey? Let's try it.
Not hockey.
Like, we can try it. Like, anything. I just want him to be active. I want him to do something, be just something to keep him away from trouble, because it's so easy to slip into trouble. So whatever I can to help him be a better person in life, sports, not sports, music, art, whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna just put it in front of him.
Now, interesting enough, I heard in an interview where you want him, and it's important for you that your son calls you Pops.
I do like Pops. I like Pops, honestly. Like, Rail is mom.
Okay.
It's only one mom. Rail's mom. And then this, whatever anybody else does in their household, I support whatever you want to do in your household. But in my household, I like Pops.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, with this specific situation and how we've accepted this normalcy of this particular community, where there are certain things that people have to respect now. Making I guess how you deem is like, yo, I want my son to call me Pops. Going through your transitions, the good, the bad, just being an advocate of just being free, living in your own truth. How do you plan, or how do you and your wife, Sherelle, plan on bringing him into this world that, respectfully, it's not the typical situation that the average person will see? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, it's funny because we talk about it a lot. Kids are funny, and I'm gonna share this one little thing that happened. So, my nieces, they all know, like, I'm female.
Yeah.
So I should be TT or auntie, because they call all the aunties TT. But they don't, and they use, the girl pronouns. And when they're talking about me, sometimes they'll use he a lot. And, we asked them, like, you do know BG. BG is a female. They're like, we know BG's a female. Like, we know she's a girl, but it's just, she's more like the he in this scenario.
Yeah.
And we're like, no one told them that. No one told them to say it. It just was super organic, and it just happened. And it's just like, I respect it. Like, adults complicate it, I feel like, a lot of the time.
What's the biggest, dare I say, entanglement, or what's the skew, or what is awkward about these conversations for adults to have?
Because they feel, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because I never thought they were that hard to have, or like, I feel like it has to be this or that.
Yeah.
I feel like if people get caught up in that, it's this or that, or it's always been this, so it just has to be this.
Yeah.
Well, shit, before they always had slaves.
Yeah.
So we supposed to just have them now? Like, we can't evolve as people. We can't evolve as a society. We can't, everything has to be the same in every scenario. And I feel like that's why it gets complicated. Kids, they flow with it. Like, they
react to what they see.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to take this opportunity to really educate the masses of the community of LGBTQT. Did I say that right?
LGBTQ plus.
That plus.
Got you.
Okay. And just your whole overall transition in that. I'm curious. Have you ever dated a man?
Nah, never.
When did you know? Like,
I mean, I had a crush on my kindergarten teacher, Ms. Wagner. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
what?
Yeah, I mean, I had a crush on my kindergarten teacher. Like, when we played house, I never wanted to be the female. I always wanted to be the guy. Like, I always wanted to be the go to work, provide, take care of home, protect. Like I've always been in that role. Like, I've always admired that role. Like, and it probably goes back to my pops. He did it so well. Like, he worked his butt off. Like, he provided for us. We always felt protected by him. Yeah. He wasn't gonna let nobody disrespect my mama. He wasn't gonna let nobody disrespect us. Like, he took care of the house, the yard, the cars, the what you would call the typical man things. Not getting too deep into it, but I just never had an affection for the guys. Like, it's always my homies. Like,
got it. But let me correct myself. It is the LGBTQ plus community. And I think these conversations are important because I don't think, number one, I appreciate you having, the willingness to speak about it. Yeah. And from my perspective as a straight man, I don't have resources that, without being offensive, that I'm like, yo, like, how do we correct ourselves if we don't have a source that says, hey, is this offensive?
Yeah.
So to that point, it's like, what are offensive terms, words, slurs that the community, or even you specifically, may take offense to?
I mean, I can't speak on the whole community, that's for sure. But I know, I'm gonna speak from me.
Right. For
me, like I'm fluid. Like, it really don't make a difference. You say he or she to me, like when I'm out in public, like my teammates sometimes will get mad if somebody call me a he, but I'm just like, I don't care. Like, you know, we go sit down and get some food and they're like, sir, what do you want? I'm like, yeah, let me get the steak, medium well, thank you. I'm in TSA and I'm going through TSA and, you know, the guy pats me down so I could go through. I'm cool. I didn't have people come running like, no, it's a girl, stop. And I'm like, hey, you're making it awkward. Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to get through. Whoever could pat me down the fastest, I don't care.
Yeah.
Now, I've had the opposite where someone was like, hey, you know, it's just against the rules. Like, he can't pat you down. Like, she has to pat you down. And then she walks up and she's looking at me. She go looking at my chest, looking me up and down, looking at my chest, trying to look at the ID, making it awkward. Like, or they'll ask me, you really a girl? Nah, I'm lying. Nah, I just want to make a joke. I just want to lie. Like, what do I get from that? You know? Yeah. Like those, that's when I'm like, all right, you're being rude. Like,
for sure.
You're being rude. But people that just don't know and maybe say the wrong term, I don't think that that's offensive. Like, they just didn't know, you know? And then I'm from the South. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, sir, no, sir. So, like, I mean, I've gotten messed up before. I said it, but the person corrected me. And they did it in a non-nasty way. Like, how am I supposed to know? I'm just not meeting you. Like, I don't, like, sure. You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just how I was raised. Yeah. But if you tell me, I will respect it.
I'm there.
And go that way. And I think it's like you say, it's a two-way street.
For sure.
Like, I can't expect you to know that I don't care about being called a he or a she. You know, like, if you were to say her or she or ma'am, I'll probably just correct you on the side, like, you can call me BG. Yeah. Just call me BG. Like, or, it's cool.
I think we're at a very sensitive time in the world, right? And there's a lot of forceful normalcy that people just throw on people. And I think having these conversations help.
They do.
Because I grew up in the church. I grew up in a household that it was right and wrong. But why? It's because I said so. Yeah. And having children teaches you that that's not a valid answer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, man, we was just a certain place, and I'll say it in a way that I'm asking for grace from the audience, but also using this as an educational piece where it no homo, right? And somebody pulled me aside and said, bro, hold on. You can't say that. Yeah. That's offensive. Yeah. So my question to you would be, what should a person say, and is that offensive? And what would be the proper procedure with that particular act?
So it was like an instant, and you said that. So what you trying to say? What could you say in place of that?
Give me replacement words.
Well, yeah, saying that one is just a no-go.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go.
Say less.
And
throw that away.
Just throw that one away. And oh man, it's tough. That's a tough one.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know what to. I don't know. I don't think there is a word or a phrase that you could slide in there that wouldn't be offensive if you're referencing LGBTQ plus.
I think the best way that it was told to me, and respectfully, like, I'm a person, I'm extremely secure in my, who I am. And when a person came to me, it was like, nobody wants to have a word be derived off of them. Meaning, like, don't use me as the butt of your joke. Yeah. So when you say certain things like that, that's you saying no Cam. Yeah. It's like, no, Cam ain't no joke, bro. Yeah. So let's refrain from that from the first, second, and third thought. Yeah. And I'm like, when you put it that way, now it can become a better person. So I'm like, and I asked this before, and I'm trying to have an open mind with open discussion and forum. It was like, how about you say, I didn't mean it that way?
Yeah, or if it's a scenario where, somebody do something and you would say no homo or something like that, it'd be like, I just don't get down like that. Like, that ain't me. That ain't me, respectfully, that ain't me. Like I don't play like that, or I don't do that. Like, so, you know, respect that. Respect me, you know, something like that. You good. You can't nobody say nothing
There's
about that.
thousands of individuals, if not millions, who suffer from feeling the urge to come out, right? In many different ways.
Yep.
What would you kind of give them as a way to say, you know what, my process was a little different, or my process was this way? How would you advise a person to live in their truth?
One is your choice. You can't let somebody force you into coming out when you're not ready, but then you shouldn't allow somebody to force you to live within a box, because you're not gonna be your true self. And when they go home at night, I guarantee you they not worried about you. They only worry about themselves, but you over here worrying about what they gonna think and not coming out. Because that was a little bit of me before I came out. Even though I didn't think it was that big of a secret, I was a little worried about like what people would think. But I would just tell somebody, like, you'll know when it's time. And when you come out, not everybody's gonna accept it at first. Sometimes people have just been brought up a certain way and they have a certain idea and they think a person is a certain group is a certain way. They just need to get to know you. And then they might be like, oh, let me change my perspective real quick. But just coming out and being you, and it's your own time, and don't out anybody. That's the biggest no-no, is outing somebody. Like that, it's not your story to tell. It's not your little dirty secret to say. Like that's like the biggest attack on somebody, is when, you know, somebody else out their news.
Yeah. How were you able to tell your family?
I told my mom. I was in high school.
Okay.
I was in high school. I was in ninth grade when I told my moms. She was in her bedroom. I was sitting on the stairs. I was like, Ma, I gotta tell you something. And she's like, huh? I'm like, you kind of know what my class, like my basketball team. There was a lot of us on the team. I'm like, you kind of know what my team known for. And she's like, what? Like, what do you mean? I'm just trying to beat around the bush. I'm like, you know what they say about my team. I'm one of them. She's like, what? Like, she's like really confused. I'm like, Ma, like I like girls. I'm leaning back, the wall in between us. I'm on the stairs. She laying on her bed. She's like, Ann? Huh? She's like, Ann? Okay. I still love you. I said, oh shit, that was easy. I said, okay, well, I'm about to go play Xbox. She was like, all right. She was like, I love you. I was like, love you too, Ma. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
Never said anything. She started asking me questions like, you know, is that your girlfriend? I'm like, okay, Ma.
Slow down.
We ain't going that far. You know, and my siblings, when I told my brother, he was like, I've been waiting on you to tell me. He was like, I saw you checking out what I was checking out, you know? Like, like he was like, I was waiting on you to say it. My sisters, same thing. They was like, we knew. All these boxes, we knew. Like, Pops was a little different. Granted, had a lot of understanding with him. He was brought up old ways by old people from a small town, Jasper, Texas. I don't know if you know anything about Jasper, Texas.
I
but
know about little Texas.
Yeah, it's small and country and backwards a little bit, from especially back then. So, you know, it took him a little minute. We good now though. Like I probably got a text message from him right now asking where his grandson is.
Yeah.
Like it's been good.
There's a lot of people that have opinions, but they speculate. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I really was excited to kind of have this conversation because I don't want to attack nobody. I'm really asking just to understand, because they all say it, especially in the Black culture. We all got one person that's in the closet in our family. But you either can accept it or you can push that person away.
Yeah.
And with that, when you see certain examples that's on TV or on social media, what should people know from both sides that you can kind of give insight to?
Well, one, People gotta learn their opinions don't matter. Like, and you need to get to know these people, because when I tell you, like, you will find something in common with them so quick.
Love that. Well, let's get into the question of the day. All right, the question of the day is typically a change-up, and it's assigned to provoke thought, and you cannot answer it with a one-word answer.
Okay. All right.
Ready? The question of the day goes as follows. Brittney Griner, B. Jizzle. Do you still think you could play in the NBA, and what team would it be?
I do not think that I could be a post player in the NBA. I do not think I could be a post player in the NBA. I'm not oblivious.
Okay.
I'm not oblivious. Come on now. That strength, like that, like is different.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I would score.
What would be a stat line? Like, you can hang your hat. Mashika hat, by the way. Good ad. What could you guarantee? Like, I know I could do this.
I can't take no charges in the W. I ain't mastered that one. Taking charge, I block shots. I don't take charges. But I definitely would probably be able to pull off some charges in the NBA. I definitely think I could get some catch and shoots. I definitely think I could get some scores. I have to play real smart, up and unders, get them flying, use their physicality to my advantage, drawing fouls. Yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't be a stat line that I would have in the W. Like, I don't think that.
But all right, let's humanize this situation right now, because oftentimes, especially in the off season, we do see individuals playing open court.
Oh yeah.
What is your experience like playing? Like, where do you go to? Like Equinox, Lifetime, LA Fitness?
I mean, we used to just do it at our gym. I mean, our practice guys in the W are all men anyway.
Yeah.
Like I think it's against the rules to even have a female in the practice squad for whatever reason. I guess conflict of interest, whatever. I don't know.
Wait, what?
But yeah, you can't have a female on the practice squad.
On what?
In our league. Like they're all men.
What?
I'm guessing like, you might be trying to pick them up or like hold, like it could get tricky probably. I'm guessing. I don't know what you have to ask league on that one. But yeah,
still not following.
Can't have no.
So all the practice squad players
all men.
are men.
Yeah. It's all
That
men.
is wow.
Yeah, it's all men. It's all men.
But why wouldn't it be females? You give more women opportunities to. What are we talking about here? Like that's.
Can we get Kathy on here on this show? Can we get our
no-brainer.
commissioner on here?
But you said you could potentially pick up.
I guess it's a conflict of interest, but I've always enjoyed playing against the guys. I mean, in high school, my coach would send me to the guys to practice because, I mean, there was nobody that could challenge me. Like, I'm taller than everybody anyway. Like, I needed a challenge. I needed to get better, and the only way you get better is playing up. So that was my version of playing up. I mean, I scored. I got my shot blocked.
Yeah.
I blocked shots. I scored. They scored.
Yeah.
I ain't never get dunked on. I know that.
No. It's hard to do.
I ain't gonna get dunked on.
Let's talk about it. Hey, you're into extreme sports. What is it about longboarding? Dang, that's dope.
Yeah.
That gives you that rush, and how did you get into it?
Saw it on campus life, saw some people with some long boards, and I was just like, well, that's for me, big feet, I'm big, so that's my type of skateboard. Yeah, it was something about carving, just going super fast. I have a lead foot, I like speed, so bombing hills and parking garages, because we would take the elevator up and then ride down. But it was something about the speed, the adrenaline, like that I could almost get hit by a car.
But you got them knees and trying to stop them. You ain't got anti-lock brakes. Them knees are scrubbing.
Nah. You learn how to fall. You do learn how to fall. Like, you just can't brace yourself. You just gotta fall.
Flow.
Like, you just go with it. When you try to stop it, you break something.
And we approach the game. This is the part where we put your instincts to the test. We call this game shot or block.
Okay.
I'm going to throw out some names, legends, current stars, some of your people that you may know, and you tell me straight up, are you taking the shot or are you going for the block? No dodging, no explanation. Just rock with it. You can only pass once.
So either I'm taking the shot or I'm going for the block.
Yeah, like either you're taking a shot, like knowing that, okay, cool, or the block. And you only can pass once. You have, 7 options.
Okay.
You take a shot on Kevin Durant or attempt to block on him.
Taking the shot.
Taking a shot on Cheryl Swoops or you're blocking her.
Block. Love you, Cheryl.
Take a shot on Asia Wilson or blocking her.
Going for the block.
Take a shot on LeBron James or blocking him.
Whew. I'm gonna take the shot. I'm gonna take the shot.
Take a shot on Lisa Leslie or block her.
Block.
Now this is interesting because y'all had a little contentiousness. Take a shot on Boogie Cousins or blocking him.
I'm gonna go on take the shot. I'm gonna take the shot.
Take a shot on Draymond Green or blocking him.
I'm going for the block with Draymond.
Now, last but not least, are you taking a shot on Cam Newton or are you blocking him?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Easy?
Yeah, that's an easy one. That's a block all day.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if them knees gonna elevate like
Them
they used to.
knees?
I don't know.
Oh man, my knees is lanimated, like they said. You know what I mean? My player, my partner, BG. Thank you.
I appreciate
This was something that I hope the masses can appreciate. I think what you went through, what you endured, says something so small about who you are as a person. You have so much grace, even in this interview, and just seeing what you see from afar, and now having this, hour and a half, 2-hour interview, and you're saying like, yo, like you're a dope individual.
I appreciate that.
And I just hate that you went through what you went through, but I know it made you a better person.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
sure.
mean, ain't got no choice but to shape us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you, though.
Now listen, as we end things here at Funky Friday, I'm gonna go through one finger. When I say one pinky, you're gonna add the pinky right here, and then it's gonna look like one finger. When I say one pinky, then you're gonna add the pinky right there, and
So
then
I'm
we're gonna finish
I'm gonna
right.
do the pinky like this. Or I'm
One
just doing the
thumb.
pinky?
No, it's still connected.
Okay, all right.
You're
Bet, bet.
coachable, ain't you?
Yeah.
Can you follow instructions?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We're about to figure out. It's gonna look like one finger, one pinky, one thumb, and when I say all together, we're gonna say one love in unison. When I say all together, we're gonna say what?
One love.
One love. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. One finger, one pinky, one thumb, all together, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, G.
Oh, thank you.